And that's why the RP2S gets the iFixit screw job of the week. Hey, I'm trying to film over here, kid.
You can't get my baby in my house.
Okay.
Broadcasting live from Stubbs' haunted attic, this is the Retro Handhelds podcast, featuring your host Rob the Retro Tech Dad, Stubbs the Retro Tech Mummy, Aish Rios, and our special guest, Aquaklef of GameTechTalk. So sit back, relax, crack open a cold pickle, and let's get this aging gamer party started. Mario.
That was nice.
What's going on, everybody? This is Stubbs from Retro Handhelds. We got Ace, we got Rob, and we got our special guest, Aquaklef. He goes by Stefan, and he runs a YouTube channel called GameTechTalk, who just released a new video 3 hours ago. So go watch that. After this, though, watch this first. Because we're gonna hang out. Fun. How you guys doing? What's going down?
Doing great.
Good.
I cleaned my room. Number one comment on my interview with Aiden was,
I was gonna say, I'm like, is that because of the comment?
he's not cleaning his room. He's not.
It looks good. The room looks great.
It looks great.
I cut
Very
straight
nice and
to the
tidy.
Grass is
Atari.
cut
What's
and
the
fresh.
Atari thing in the background? That looks really cool. What is
my
that?
Atari 400 box, and that's my Atari.
Wait, what's that
400.
poster?
Excuse me.
What's that poster?
Which
Is that
poster?
Stranger Things?
The one right
Stranger
behind you. Is that
Things.
Stranger Things?
That's
Oh,
11.
okay.
That's
Oh.
11.
She's a badass, man.
I know she is. Yeah.
No, she-
I agree.
She channels and defeats the evil guy.
The evil powkiddy overlord.
With nosebleeds.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you don't have anything interesting in your background today, Aish, for me to talk about. You do have a chair,
No.
though. What's the story
I
with that
do.
chair? You're gonna review
It's,
a chair on our channel.
I'm going to review a chair because the universe decided that this is what I needed to do.
Yeah. Well,
You know
I mean, is it comfortable or
It's very comfortable. You know how you say you shouldn't be on AliExpress at like 2 a.m?
right?
You also shouldn't be on Amazon. So
No.
things happen at that time. You make bad decisions. I've been known to make poor financial decisions, and this was not one of them.
all the time.
Yeah,
There you go.
this is
I don't
not one
think
of them.
so.
So yeah,
2 a.m.
just-
shopping is very dangerous. That's for sure.
I know it's
That
out of
is-
what we do, but trust me, it's going to be a good video. Give it a chance. Don't hate us right away.
Rob, is that a is that a Q9 in the background? What is that thing? Or a
Oh no, this
a Wii pad or
It's a Steam Dork.
It's the wiki pad.
WikiPad? That's right.
Yeah.
That's from like 2013 or
I
something.
think it's ridiculous.
Oh wow.
What is that D-pad? Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh,
It's
it
like
looks like
the-
a
it's-
prototype Nitro deck.
I was gonna say it looks like a Nitro deck.
Yeah,
It does.
does.
It
It's
actually
straight up.
does. I thought you had a switch in there. I don't even know what that is. It's huge.
Yeah.
And Stefan, man,
That's
I see
how
some-
Rob prefers them.
let's see. Let's talk about your background.
You know-
You got
yeah,
some
you know I
green
like the
circles. I see some green
yes.
circles and
The
no 0 days. Like
Yes.
no 0 day viruses.
Zero.
Security is number one. Okay.
No 0 days.
Okay.
Can't slack. You know what?
Oh.
Oh, every now and then you have one of those days.
Go 100. Yeah.
Well, 0.1 will also do it.
Okay.
It's,
right.
as long as
Anything
it's not
over
zero.
0 is good. Okay.
Exactly. That's the motto.
Okay. Well, good
Is
to
that,
have
like,
you on the
cool
show.
version of the poster with the cat hanging, like hang on there. That's I'm getting like hang in there vibes right now.
It's motivational.
It is.
Yes,
It is
I
motivational.
is.
I want no
Yeah,
0 days.
That's
now.
the goal.
Yeah.
Mr. Bandana Head, you're wanting to know what are the chances of an RH Let's Play stream? We've never done that, and I think that would be a lot of fun. We should definitely do that. We should
We talk
definitely
about
do
it a
that.
lot too.
Love
You know,
to
we
see
hang
y'all
out-
do that.
We hang out in the Discord patron chat, Owl Chat as we call it, and we do that sometimes. But we should come do that on YouTube though. You know, we should just hang out, play some Ridge Racer or something.
There's a game.
Anyways,
Oh,
no, Aish, I was.
Sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
I
you
forgot
talk.
the
No,
name
you
of
go
it.
ahead.
No, there's a game that where you build like an obstacle course and it just gets wild. But I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's on Switch. It's on Steam too. Chicken Horse, I think it's called. I don't know. It's a weird game. I'm gonna look for this and I'll show you later. But we should probably play that on stream. I feel like that would be fun.
Oh, that would be cool.
Okay.
F-Zero would be awesome.
F-Zero.
F-Zero 99. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
So I haven't looked up a single game on the State of Play or the Nintendo Direct, so we're gonna talk about that. So I'm gonna like live react or whatever. I heard about Tomb Raider because Jay Lash got me excited for Tomb Raider.
Ultimate Chicken Horse. There it is. Yep.
Ultimate Chicken Horse. Yeah,
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
I actually haven't heard of that one. I gotta look that up.
We gotta-
It's a crazy game.
Play that,
my son goes wild playing that with his friends. He tried to get me to play once, and I had no idea what was going on. It's just chaos.
Much like this show.
Yes.
So you guys want to talk about the news for a minute, or what? We just can talk about chicken horses all day long because I could do that too. If we
that
want,
sounds like a good time.
Well, I know. I think
does.
so too. The Gameforce. You guys remember the Gameforce Chi when that came around? That was the coolest, geekiest looking thing. Just a chunky, bright Nickelodeon green handheld. So ugly and perfect. Non-OCA laminated screen. Bad joysticks. You know, but it had character. That's what it had going for it. You had spoiled milk color, and you had, traffic cone orange. Rob, you got it there.
We made a video on that.
Of course I do.
It's full screen, Rob.
We
full screened him. Full screen. Okay.
We got some of those,
There you go.
The nips
Thanks,
going
man.
on here.
Hulk
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, that thing.
Shoulder
there you
buttons
go.
look so
It's like
bad.
your camera is making it look paler than it normally because it's
Yeah,
this
there
thing
you
is
go,
like
there you
an
go. No, no, come on, why is it-
offensively bright.
Come on, stop
Green.
adjusting the colors.
Come on, Sony ZV1.
There-
Or we know you got. I see
No,
that at
that's
920. You're
logic.
rocking a
You
9.
gotta
I can
blame
see the
logic.
reflection of that 920's front side.
This is my favorite part, though. The nips on the bottom. I love
Yeah, those Hulk nips. Everybody loves them. Nobody can. We can't get.
I love that
Everyone's
it
favorite
should
part.
be like that. Should be R2 triggers right there. Like it's perfect for that, but
Right?
they're not there.
Yeah.
They're just-
Well,
you have the idea of triggers, but
It's
in
not
Buzz,
like they're not even like comfort nips either.
They're not.
there to be there. I don't know what
and Buzz Light makes a good point. Who would have thought they were the first to market with a 3588 S? No doubt, because
Next to that.
the Gameforce Chi was the last to market with the 3326. So I'm glad that they're bringing this in first. The problem is, though, guys, and I'm sure we're all thinking it, this has no character. No character.
Have you
No.
not seen this bezel?
No character. Look at that bezel. Why? Why? Oh,
it looks
man.
like a
That is
90s PowerPoint effect, like Gameforce.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
just take everything.
This looks
that was
pretty
awesome.
This looks
Why is
rough.
there a divot
Why is this
in
look-
art? Why is there a divot?
For this part.
divot.
This looks interesting.
I don't know. Maybe the.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying
for
to
that
think here.
part. Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
holding
it's
up-
that part, right?
Yeah, it's ergonomics, man.
Okay, we'll see. I'm not gonna judge on that early, but
No.
I mean the white I ordered the white one, the Ace, which is the higher spec 3588 one, and I mean it looks solid though. It does look awesome. It's just that I kind of wish it wasn't like an offensively bright color, like
That
just bright
D-pad
pink.
worries me.
The D-pad definitely worries me. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the face
and-
buttons are a little bit short.
Here's a little bit
Yeah,
of
right.
better shot of
It looks like the D-pad is gonna go under the shell, like if you push it.
Yeah.
And no,
That could be.
no-
I was telling Rob,
Yeah.
it's gonna have like one flaw. There's gonna be. It
One
could just be
flaw.
that right there. You're gonna push down on it. The D-pad's just gonna go right under the shell.
These,
Well,
the face buttons look pretty shallow too. I don't know, like you can see
Yeah.
that looks.
Yeah, pretty much the entire buttons. Even the analogs, they look like strangely caved
How
in.
did they
It's
clear?
fine.
Yeah, how would they
Yeah.
clear that? That's weird.
They kind of look like the Ambernic Hall sticks.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say, those little sliders that was initiated on, I think, the 3DS
Oh.
attachment pad.
Wait, no, there was a
Mhm.
handheld that we saw it like around the same time we saw the Data Frog. There was another one that had sliders. Do you remember it? It was like a weird
Yeah.
color, like the whole thing was one color, and it looked like a Switch slide, but it had two sliders instead of sticks.
I think I know which one you're
I don't know
talking
what
It's
about.
you're
one of those
talking
like,
about right now.
yeah, no, it was like
Very
I think it was from
confused,
Data Frog.
Very concerned.
That's okay.
The Data Frog. Well,
Basket is.
the Data Frog had they did have a bright green one in like an aqua Klef colored one, and yeah, and also just your standard SNES colorway. So
Best color.
and then like just a standard like corporate black one as well.
Black got so boring over time.
Yeah, and that's why the Gameforce, man. I don't know. Awesome chipset, potentially nice ergonomics, with the most.
I don't know about nice. I feel like it's safe.
It's safe.
Yeah.
You know what? It is
Definitely
safe.
It's very safe coming from the Chi, for
It's
sure.
But
gonna have
they-
the ergonomics of a Switch Lite, so
And-
none.
And they are being flashy with that bezel, with their logo at the bottom, Gameforce italics.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
this.
we have that, and it is running Android because people were wondering, is it going to run Linux?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Android.
It's
It's
an
Android.
Android device.
Yep.
What about
And
the
actually,
35?
I think both versions are Android. Yeah.
I was going to say the 3566, the lower model SKU, for $70. By the way, this pricing is in place until the 10th of October.
Yeah,
So if you
it's
do want to get
right
one of
here.
these, go to the link in our description. It'll take you to the Gameforce website. Droix most likely will be carrying this, and they're a recent partner of ours, so we should have some links for Droix very soon. Expect to pay a
That's
little bit
cool.
more, but you're going to get that really fast shipping.
I actually got my
Um,
Chi from them.
Yeah, me too. I got one of my Chis from them,
Yeah.
and they had an awesome sale on the Chi. It was like
That's when I got it, I think.
it's like $70, but the
Yeah.
shipping price at the time was a bit much. But now, now they have U.S. warehouses. They're sharing warehouses with Amazon. So
Oh,
we got
I
some
didn't
stuff
realize
from
that.
them this
That's
week,
cool.
and we got some Mew Mini Pluses in like a day and a half.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And
Uh-huh.
so Droid's shipping times are really nice right now. So we do expect this to be here soon. I ordered just the high-end SKU. I skipped the 3566 because I don't really want to review another 3566 device, guys. Come on.
I mean,
With
for
too many-
$69, that's pretty.
But it
that's
is a good
pretty
price.
The
solid.
price is
Yeah,
amazing.
the price
Yeah.
is
It's
amazing.
for
Price
sure.
is solid because you got Hall sticks for under $100,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're going to
crazy.
get Android.
Oh, so they are Hall sticks.
They
yeah.
are Hall sticks.
Oh, oh, nice.
And it's
right?
still a very capable chip. Like,
Yeah, right.
but
Mhm.
overdone.
Yeah.
Oh,
bam.
there we go.
2 Hall
Wow.
sticks, 5,500 milliamp hour battery. You have a power delivery Type-C charger port for that fast charging. Shipping time is going to be the end of October, so that's coming right up here. 4 gigs of RAM on the lower SKU, 32 gigs of internal storage, IPS touchscreen. Maybe I will have to buy the low end SKU as well. I mean, let's be honest. I'm gonna order that.
And then I could show the specs. of
What do
the
we know
higher
about
end
the
one.
3588 besides
Yeah, the
how powerful
3588.
it is?
So this one's upping the price all the way up to 100 and what is it? 30, 40?
It's 160.
169,
169.
Which is still crazy for what it can do. I'm
Yeah.
just
Oh,
wondering
yeah.
how efficient
Big
it
time.
is.
Retail
what?
price is gonna be 220.
That's still.
I think if you
reasonable.
didn't get into the Pocket Air, you may want to jump on that one
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to close the gap a lot.
It
I
will.
think. I expect.
So it should
I
be
think so.
somewhere around D900-ish performance, right?
I was gonna say it's
Uh,
definitely more powerful than the T618, so you're gonna be
Oh, yeah,
getting
definitely.
more,
For sure.
more at
For
that
sure.
range in terms of PS2 and GameCube there.
Like it's
So-
not as strong as the Pocket Air. I'm not implying that, but you
No.
are
Yeah.
closing
Yeah.
that gap.
And at
Well-
the price point, it's pretty solid for 160.
And for
Anyone
people
know how
new
we
to
compare-
this, and
Go ahead.
sorry, Aish,
No,
Michael Benny saying not familiar with Gameforce. It's Gameforce is just like the KTR1. It is one developer, Gao Feng, and he made the Gameforce Chi a couple of years ago, towards the tail end of the 3326 cycle. That device was not perfect, but he brought it to market fast. When he did start it and announce it, it came to market. He fulfilled all orders. It was a solid device, and there
It
weren't
was not
really
bad.
QA issues either. Like
No.
there was consistency with that device. You could swap
it was
out the
a pretty
joysticks.
solid device. Like it
It
was
was.
actually pretty well made. I mean, the D-pad for me wasn't great. It was kind of mushy, but
I kind of liked the D-pad and the face buttons being mushy. The
face buttons are actually better than the D-pad in my opinion. But overall, I mean, I'm just impressed that he managed to do all this. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just crazy to
Do you
me.
remember the video we made on it?
We did. That's right. We did like
We
a
had for
retrospective.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
I didn't have it, so I had to do it. And at the end,
Yes.
I just grabbed my 552, and I just have a picture of the Gameforce Chi in it, and I'm like, there you go. That's
That was that was the actual second video that I've seen from Retro Handhelds, and that was my first introduction to Zoo.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I was
Well,
sold.
this is one of his
What's your thoughts
favorite
on Zoo,
devices. Yeah.
Sky, the comedic timing is impeccable.
Oh, good.
Yep.
He's got that dad.
Oh,
comedic
he's
timing down.
So good. He's so good. I'm surprised he hasn't left us already. You know, he hasn't started his Hollywood career yet.
Oh, dude, I think all of us on the channel here, like we just like doing stuff together. I think none of us want to do stuff solo. It's scary. I don't know how you do it, Rob, or you do it, Stefan, but
I do it just very slowly.
zero
days.
days. I'm
No
gonna get
0
that
days.
sign. No 0 days.
That's
At
how-
least
Also,
0.01.
I have to mention it. Gaofang has the coolest name for like any of these handheld makers.
He sounds like he's about to kick someone's ass at all
I
times.
feel like I need to climb a mountain
Some
to have him
Mortal
like, show me
Kombat
some
character.
secret techniques.
I
Oh, man.
like Gao Feng. He was dude. He's a solid dude. He brought the idea for the Gameforce Chi 2, which is what this was going to be about a year ago. Thor actually was working on the software with him because we had a PCB called the Nova, which was a 3588 PCB board. So we knew this was coming. Then there was silence until now. And they put it into a handheld. And besides being a little disappointed that it's not just the cheesiest looking thing ever,
Yeah.
this thing's going to have some power inside of it. So what do we got here for specs again on the 3588? So we have,
Pull this down.
what, 8 gigs of RAM?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 128 gig eMMC. Actually has an M.2 interface in it? What? Okay. All right. That rock chip, it says 3388S, but that's a typo. There's not a chip that exists called the 3388 that I could find. So that should be a 3588. Android 12 is going to be excellent. A little bit of extra overhead on there. So 8 gigs of RAM is going to come in handy.
I do like that it's
Wi-Fi.
lineage. I like that it's lineage. It's going to be
Yeah.
pretty light.
Oh, right. Lineage out the
Yeah,
gate. So
that's
Gamma,
nice.
the
That's
Gamma
nice.
squeeze you might need to sit this one out, or you don't have to. You'd optimize the battery life up
Yes.
to wazoo. So we still need it, but
Go
it's
ahead and
nice
squeeze
to
it.
have lineage. 1080p resolution. So the pricing for the pre-order is really, really, really good for what you're getting. How are we getting this price points? Gao probably is making a lot more profit on the lower end one, I'm guessing.
He saved a lot of money on the shell.
And he sold so many Gameforce Chis. I mean, it was a nice type product launch, and people don't praise that enough. The Chi, I feel like is not talked about enough. So I'm excited for Gameforce to come back with a vengeance in the round 2 here. So one guy, am confident in this. I am recommending this. I haven't reviewed it yet, but I think it's going to be just fine.
I mean, I'm joking about like basically all the stuff I was saying. Like we're having fun with it, but
Yeah.
really, what you get for that price, I don't think there's a better deal right now.
I don't think
It's,
so
it's
either.
about this. Yeah, it's about the
No,
same
I don't
price
think
as
so
all the
either.
T618s, and it will
Yeah.
outperform all of
It
them.
will.
So
It will. And you know that if this does well and sells well, you know that we're going to see an active modding community. We're going to be changing out those buttons for Skittle buttons. We're going to be putting skins on this thing. Having a touchscreen is going to be awesome for Nintendo DS. This might run some 3DS pretty decently. In fact, I'm sure it will.
with Vulcan out now, yeah,
With Vulcan, yeah.
they should do some Switch
yeah.
too, because they're getting some good Mali support.
Mhm.
It should be pretty good. It's funny that you say modding, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, I wonder what kind of D-pad memories I can put in there.
And then S4 Odin2. So we didn't plan Odin2, but there's an update today. I think we should probably look at that and
Oh,
add
yeah,
it in
that's
last
true.
Yeah.
minute.
With
I
the
actually
shells.
wasn't aware of that.
The shells are ready.
Oh, the
Yeah, they-
shells are ready. I
They
think
did
we
some
will have to talk
modifications
about
to the
that.
shells, and yeah,
Okay.
they got the
Mhm.
molds ready for them.
We'll slip that in here in a little bit. What's the battery life on the higher SKU here?
That's what I'm wondering.
Do they have that listed yet?
Let's see. That's a good
They have
question.
battery size. I don't think they have battery
Yes,
life.
they don't have battery life, but it's 5,500 milliamp, which is actually
Great.
decent size. Yeah, that's
So he's
pretty
saving
decent.
money getting the same battery in the both upper end and lower end. Dude, that 3566
That's smart, too.
actually. That
If the shells are the
3566 is
same,
going to
too.
be cool with
Yeah.
that much battery life.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah,
But that's what I'm worried
both
about
of
with the
these might be-
3588.
both of these might be home runs.
I think they will.
That'd be something. That'd be amazing.
Just like you, I was so tempted on pulling the trigger on the
Yeah.
lower SKU. I ended up not doing it, but I kind of regret it now. Because the
I mean,
value
there's-
is just
There's still
out of this
time.
world.
There's
Mhm.
still
There
time
is.
until October 10th. We are getting 0% commission on this, by the way. I'm just saying it's a good deal.
It is.
Also, the Chi down there at the bottom, I saw is also on
can
sale
get
for
it. It's
60. That is a
$65.
great price for the Chi. $64 is the
Look
cheapest
at
these
I've ever
thing,
seen.
colors,
it's
man. I
beautiful.
almost want to go and get the rest of
That
it.
green. Look at that there.
The desert tan was definitely the one you gotta go with.
I love them all. That's what I went with for the Max 3 for the RGB 10, and I'm like, the Gameforce
Yeah.
is so much better.
Yeah, this is.
No, my camera's gonna die.
Oh no. Well,
I'll be
take
right
your
back.
time. Okay, see you in a minute, Aish. While he's figuring his
These
stuff
colors
out.
are great, though. I just this thing had so much.
It
charm
is.
to
I've
it,
never had
really
the
did.
orange one. I actually had a custom made gray one for a little
That's
while.
really-
That somebody
That's really
spray
cool.
painted in like a really nice spray paint job. It was kind of sweet with some Vita sticks dropped in. Oh, by the way, the Vita stick mod on this is really a good way to go, and it just changes the game on the whole thing. So beyond this, what else we got here? Aish is going to miss out. The Pocket Air, if you backed that, you might have watched Russ's video over the last few days, his 2 videos. Russ showed in the first video that PS2 was pretty disappointing. And it turns out he was on an older software version, and some kerfuffles happened, and people in the community pointed out, hey, here's what you need to do to fix that to get full speed PS2. He did that in today's video and now shows that we are getting the full Dimensity 1200 performance out of this system, and it's looking really good. I'm very excited
I'm
for
actually
this
really
Android
excited
device.
for this thing.
Yeah,
Because I love the power that the XP Plus had, and so now I'm excited to see it in this form.
yeah, and he
it's funny.
showed that Switch works on it now too.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
Cuphead's
it's-
running 60.
It's just funny because like I don't know what it is with the Dimensity chipsets, like
Yeah.
especially with the XP Plus, it had the same issues with it not being utilized fully, and it's just kind of funny how we're seeing some of the same things happening here again. It's like I don't know why these companies are so afraid to just push it to the limit because it can handle it.
Yeah, companies. Why? Push it to the limit. Well, that's why the
Not
Pocket
gonna
S
name
is
any
coming.
names.
Not
That
gonna
is
name
my
any
next sign.
names.
Thank you.
Push
That
it
is
to
my
the
next
limit.
sign. Push it to the limit.
Push
Yeah.
it
Are
to
you
the
talking
limit.
about Logitech again? Not using
Yes.
the 720G, right?
And GPD not using the Dimensity right, you know, and promising the engineers were going to be looking at it, it never happened.
Let's not forget that AyaNeo had the forethought to pre-brown your sticks for you, so you could
Yes.
those years of gunk that you're going to build up on the sticks anyways. They
Man,
pre-dirtied it. That's so
It's the
thoughtful.
Cheetos dusted for you.
Yeah.
Cheetos, chocolate bars, spread it all over. Let's go.
Welcome back, Aish.
Delicious.
And yet somehow I
Yeah.
love the way it looks. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing. I like.
And a lot of people are saying like we don't like the colorway, like it's ugly or it's not great. I'm like I think it's cheesy and perfect, and especially with this top quality AyaNeo build you're gonna get on this for the hardware. I think all of it looks great. And I can be pretty harsh on Android devices these days because we are spoiled for choice.
Oh yeah.
But this one, having Hall sticks, having an OLED screen, have we forgotten about that? The best we could get before this was the Razer Edge, which isn't really a handheld. It's kind of
It's
a
not.
conglomeration of tech that technically plays games and does well and pretty
It
fast.
definitely photographs nicely though. I mean, look at
Does?
these beauty shots though. I'm
Yep.
Like, oh,
AyaNeo always takes the best
Oh, man,
pictures.
they're good
They
at this.
really do.
They
yeah,
really do.
Yeah.
I love the aesthetic here. It's just
Yeah.
I just
cool.
realized it's upside down, the device, but the
They always
image-
do that. So
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
It's so frustrating for me because when I'm looking
I'm
for
gonna play
stuff
it
for
like that.
thumbnails, I can never find them because they're all upside down, or with like the Cune, it was like all over the place. I hate it, but they look so nice.
Yeah, and it is V90 red, I think. That does seem to be like the deep cherry,
It's
like
that
the real
orange.
V90 red, not the
Orange
orange.
going.
Looks
Not
like it's
even
been
the
smoking
orange.
2 packs a day for like the last 20 years.
Yeah, this could live in a smoker's house and
It really
nothing would discolor it. This would be
No.
the smoker's Android
Those
device.
sticks
of
are as yellow as my
2023.
Macintosh back here.
I was
Yeah,
at the
that
swap
is
meet this morning,
straight up-
and there was a Dreamcast controller that looked like that.
Oh man, yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Dreamcast of
Unfortunately, it
so many
does happen,
devices.
though.
Oh yeah.
It
It
just
does.
happens to the plastic though on its own. You don't have to even
It
does.
be in a smoker's house. It's just that's part of the
Yeah.
plastic.
It's oxygen. Oxygen. Well, it's one of the components, but it does that.
Where is it? I have an old shell that looks like that. Oh, here it is. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but nah, it's too.
We
it's too
full
white.
sprayed
Yeah.
him. Thanks.
No, the camera's not going to pick it up right, but it looks like this. Let me see. It's too bright. This is the same color as the sticks, but you can't really tell on camera. Never mind.
That's all right, man.
I don't like this camera. Sorry, guys.
Well, we do like you though as a person.
I like you guys.
Thank you. I like you too. So this is
Sorry.
interesting. For people who are wondering, you can still back it. There's actually still some early birds left of the high-end SKU, the 12
there really?
gigabyte.
Wow.
What is it? 512 gig storage option. You don't need that for this, but it does play Yuzu, and so having the 12 gigs will help you if you want to do Switch emulation. I personally won't be doing much of that. I just want solid PS2 and GameCube, and I think we have that now with Russ releasing the second video. So it's still up on Indiegogo. You can still back it. You can get the lower 6 gig, which is what I got, by the way, because the early bird was like $280 with the bag, free shipping. They were basically giving this away, thinking, one and done. It's a waste of our time. But they made a really good product, and I hope they recognize that. They
That's
just
what
need
I'm
to
worried
fix the
about, though.
Software. The software. They just need to fix the software.
And that's what
It's
I'm
like
worried
GPD
about.
and the XP Plus. I know. Nobody. How come
Yeah.
nobody wants to fix the D1200 software? Nobody does. Out of the two companies that have made a device for it.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it's because they're
capable.
they're making a better version of it with their Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 option. So
Yeah.
Such a power efficient
Yeah.
chip, though.
Yeah.
There's
Oh my God.
so much being left on the table with this chipset.
Yeah, I keep saying
There
it.
is.
It has the GPD XP Plus still has the crown for battery life on my channel. It's like 20 something hours.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
it could be a
And-
marketing issue.
Yeah. I mean,
where
I
people
guess
just
so.
don't-
They
people
don't know.
just associate Snapdragon is automatically going to be better, so people just aren't really that
not
interested
true.
in paying that
It's not
much
true.
money for.
It's just the
for MediaTek.
drivers. It's
Yeah.
it's the devs and the software side. That's where we need to focus on. But we can't wish it into existence. But maybe with this show, with all your help, we can. We can. Sorry, I'm having fun with my Zoom tonight.
I was gonna say, did you just discover you got a Zoom?
I just discovered the Sony Consume. I'm gonna be doing that every 10 minutes. I do recommend this one as well, but if you are holding out for the best of the best, contenders right around the corner is going to be the Pocket S. So that is next. If we have that in our the Pocket S will have that Snapdragon Gen 2 G3X, which is what was in the Razer Edge, but it's the next version of that.
Wait,
And
is
this
it? I
thing's
thought it
gonna
was
be
the 8 Gen 2.
powerhouse.
Never
Is it
mind,
an
I was
8?
wrong.
Is it straight up 8 Gen 2? I thought it was a G3.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
Two.
No,
No,
they-
it's a
the
G3X.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, so I think Aish is Aish. I'm sorry, is
No,
on
you're good.
is
Got
onto
it.
something because originally I'm pretty sure they said Snapdragon 8 Gen 2,
They
but
did.
then they changed it to
That's what I
G3X
remember
Gen
them
2.
saying that. Yeah.
I'm concerned about this device. It has more power under the hood, yes, but the ergonomics in the design to me looks straight out of a nightmare. The D-pad,
Maybe
though,
it has the baby cradle sleeping position. We don't know.
oh, maybe it
Maybe.
does have the baby
Maybe.
cradle
It
sleeping
does.
position.
No, I think we've seen the back of it and it's flat.
Little position poo. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there were pictures of the back.
Can we see the back?
Yeah.
We know the back. What the badonk looks like on this one, or
yeah.
If anybody
Baby
can
got
find
back
it, it's
or
wrong.
no?
All I know is they fixed the D-pad. So you guys remember we had this on the show last time, and the D-pad was cursed. And now at the Tokyo Game Show here, they're showing it, the reality of it. That is a Vita D-pad. That looks awesome.
Yeah. I actually love that they're at Tokyo Game Show though. That's
yeah.
So
It's cool that they are, that they're showing their stuff off. It's really bringing more and more substance and validity to the handheld scene. And it looks like a freaking Sony product. So it looks better than
like
the
that glass
Portal.
front. It looks really
So
slick.
I was thinking GPD.
I was gonna ask, how do you guys feel about the all glass?
Fingerprinty, but I think it's going to be classy.
It's what I wanted 4 years
It'll
ago.
probably be a nightmare to service it. That's the one thing that sucks about that is just.
No, I
having to
remember
remove the adhesive.
when I used to like emulate on my phone a long time ago. I kept thinking like, man, it would be great if somebody would just make like sticky buttons that I could just put on the
Mhm.
screen and just play like that. Well, somebody actually did it. That's pretty much what it looks like. It's like an iPhone with buttons.
Yep. It's gonna look great in pictures after you wipe it, but
Yep.
yeah.
You know,
Bezel-less.
I'm going to try to withhold judgment until I actually feel it in my hands. This is coming around Christmas, I believe. And the Odin 2 is the other powerhouse right around the corner, supposedly shipping in December, but I feel like that's probably going to be February or so at a minimum. So this really is the next powerhouse handheld. And so people will say, well, there's no point in getting the Pocket Air. You got this and you got the Odin 2. What's the point?
Yeah.
Dude, the Pocket Air, you get an OLED screen, and the ergonomics look awesome. I've already had the Air, the Windows version, so I know the hardware feels good. I'm still hyped the most on that out of these three devices so far.
There are
So
two
far.
things that are not being talked a lot about with the Pocket Air that I'm actually excited to try, although it was disappointing on AyaNeo 2, is the sound tap. It has that feature on the Android, and it also has ISpace. So sound
Right.
tap is that vibration to the sound thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they do it right, it can really be fun, and it adds rumbling to your old retro games. So that's
Really?
I like it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
that's
nice
right.
feature.
It doesn't have to have like a rumble itself. Like it adds it
Yeah.
with the sound, right? So even if the emulator
Exactly.
doesn't support rumble, you're going to be able to get that.
Yeah.
I'm just worried they're not going to support the software on it for too long because they're pretty much like moving on from it. Like I think that's why they dropped the price so much, and they've got this new handheld already announced. Like we're gonna get it. If something's wrong with it, I feel like they're just gonna move on. I don't know.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
if they stay in the Android space, we should be fine.
I want them to.
software-wise.
And,
Yeah, I
and
hope
that's
so.
part of why it's like AyaNeo, Arthur, dude, good job. Good job.
Yeah.
2 Android devices this year. Keep it coming. I've always loved the hardware. I've just never enjoyed Windows on any of these handhelds.
Mhm.
And this is freaking awesome. So I don't even care. I'm stoked on both of them. I'm more stoked on the Pocket Air, but we'll see what we get with this bad boy over here. We will see. I bet they're going to put a lot more love into this because of that Snapdragon chip. They're going to have some confidence. This is
That's
exciting.
asking us to compare it to the Odin 2, and I
We
think that's still
have
the better
to.
option.
I mean, let's be honest. Yes, the Odin 2, when it releases,
When
is going to be the one to beat. It is going to be the standard in the Android space for probably all of next year. So just
Easily.
keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We're talking about sort of disposable income where we're impatient and spoiled for choice and like, but I want one now. Great.
Yep.
Pocket Air. That's what I say. Wait a few months, Pocket S.
Yeah.
Wait till the Odin 2 comes out. Good luck. And when it does come out, that'll be the reigning champ. Holy crap.
will.
That's going to be so exciting. It's going to comfort, ergonomics. The screen
sticks.
probably is going to still win on the Aya devices, but everything else I think is going to win on the Odin.
The sticks are going to be so nice. After using the
sticks are
ones on
gonna
the
be
on the
so
2S,
nice.
yeah, they're
Oh,
going
the
to
Loki?
be so much better.
The Loki sticks is what I'd love to see on an Android device. Those sticks
Oh,
are
I don't
ridiculous.
think we're gonna just the size wise. I don't think we're gonna get it. But
I-
using the 2S
No.
ones, they're so
Yeah.
much better than any other like Switch style stick that I've
oh,
ever
yeah.
used.
I hope we move
concave,
away from the
the
Switch style
concave.
sticks. I'm like, I
I
hope
hope so
the
too.
2S sets a precedent and we just start to shift to that because it's
The
time. I
2S
can't
sticks
stand the Switch
feel
stick.
like what the N64 joystick should have been.
Mhm.
That's what they feel like to me.
Yeah, It's so good.
Well, and if they do release a grip
They
for
are,
the
yeah, I got
Pocket
mine
S,
right here.
Alvin here is saying that's a good
so
point.
good.
So if they do a grip for the Pocket S,
So nice.
that'll help. That'll help.
Look at all that travel.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that travel, man.
Full freedom.
Mm-mm.
Full screen. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at all that motion.
I know they're
Look at
so
that
good.
concave.
It's concave, like they just
Man.
it's perfect.
Look at this. Like, you don't even really get any.
Unfortunately, yeah, and we dealt with the 2 Plus and the 2,
Yeah.
but the 2S is an exquisite
It is.
product. It's an
That's so
exquisite
nice.
product that is way too late to market. And I hate to say that, but I love it and it's perfect. It's just that so much choice now. And so we're going to take the best parts of the 2S, we're going to put them into the Odin 2, and the Odin 2 will be the king of the high-end, mid-range Android space. The 2S is still the king of the budget Android space. It's hard to define, but I'm excited for the 2S still, and we're going to see Retroid's next product. They're going to take everything they learn from this, combine it with the awesome screens that they've been putting in the 3 Plus and the Flip, and I don't know what they're going to make, but it's going to probably be pretty awesome.
The RP4 is going to be so good.
It's gonna be really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can see that every handheld they release, they keep learning from it, and
Yep.
they just keep getting better.
100%. So well said. It's
Really?
actually it's one of the companies I'm most excited about these past few months.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
I was
no,
really
I'll-
excited to get the 2S in my hands. I was like, this is awesome. They're taking everything that they've learned over the years and just put it into this little thing, and it's just so cool
nice.
to see it.
So while we're on the subject of Odin 2, what is the update? The update is there's some shells. You were all touching. See, I don't have my RP2S in the room right now.
The
I'm
plastic
sad.
feels so
Is that
great.
they have
Does
the
feel
shells.
Oh, I love the
It
plastic.
does feel good.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It just
Smells
has this
good.
Nice
It's
matte
better
feel to
than
it. I
what
love
they
it.
before.
Tastes
Like, this
good.
is smooth. This has a little bit of like a texture to it.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
it's great.
So I
Mm.
say it all the time. I'm not a huge fan of clicky D-pads, but I guess this, like, I can live with this. Everything
yeah.
Live
else
with it. That is an S tier D-pad, sir.
I
Live
kind of
with
agree.
it.
I
Live
like
with
it.
it.
Remembering
Oh,
all the
come
way.
on. Ah.
I don't know for you, Aish, but I'm more membrane personally.
Yeah, same.
However,
completely.
every now and then you have a nice, dome style,
Yeah.
tactile type switch, like the Xbox Series controller.
I love
Like
the Xbox
this,
Series,
Too
yeah.
this
cookie
is
for me.
solid.
Like
It
this,
does it
this,
for me.
This is like the perfect middle ground as far as like clicky and mushy for me, because I still get almost that feel, but it's precise. So I'm good with it. But
Yeah.
I would have preferred this. Still like this D-pad better. I'm just old school. I remember
Mm.
so many hours playing NES and Super Nintendo. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, I
You
You like
totally
the
get
mushy.
that.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a mushy.
But do you remember the RP2 D-pad? That was, the 2 Plus D-pad was just a little too stiff and mushy. It was like a stiff
No, that's-
mushy.
This, this was terrible.
That was not good feeling.
This
Had it
was not a
somewhere.
good D-pad.
The
So
ones that hurt after a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind
here
of
you
heard
go.
it after a while. I
I
still
modded
liked
this
it,
one
but
though, so it's good now. But
better.
I still remember what this was like. Like this.
To me, this was
actually
very
feels
stiff.
bad.
It was very stiff. I mean, it's not
Which one
bad
is that?
though. I mean, it's not a bad D-pad at all, but it's just very different than what the 2S has. Obviously, it's completely different.
Michael, do we need the
No, I don't-
405p?
I'm not a
No,
fan, girl.
You,
We
you know
don't
it's
need-
gonna happen.
we don't need the 405p, but unfortunately and fortunately, it's going to happen. I'm
Oh
sure.
no, we need it. We need the
Oh,
405p,
it's
and
good.
then need it to have the
Yeah.
D-pad in the right spot.
Yeah.
Anbernic, what?
Zoom in on his face.
I don't have.
Yeah.
I don't have my good camera.
So
I
we
We
can't
don't have
do-
fancy
I can
zoom
do
like
this.
you.
You have the same camera as me. It's just
It
you're not
died.
using it right now.
It died.
Die.
Yeah,
Get
it's-
one of
that's-
those
that's
dummy
my filming
batteries.
camera.
So then it
I need to get. I need to
stays-
order a pack of batteries.
it's $15 for the dummy
I keep
battery.
forgetting
Then
to do it.
it stays on forever.
Yeah.
Whatever you
The
want.
dummy
Just
is
don't-
so nice.
the dummy's so good. Just
Yeah.
don't leave the SD card in because it overheats, as we learned.
It,
No, see, I had it
Oh,
plugged
so it's
in,
got
but
the ally issue.
because I have to use the same cable to get like the video feed from the live stream, and for charging, it doesn't charge
Yeah.
it enough, so it died. Unfortunate. Yeah, I know. That's such a nice
Unfortunately.
feature. You just go so much better. But
wait, can I?
no, but seriously, Abernic, do it. Just do the right thing and give us a 405p with a D-pad
Yeah.
up top and that's it. And
all we
use
need.
those 3D printed
Sure.
buttons.
I'm about to
What's
make
the Odin
enemies.
2?
Yes.
But what's the Odin 2 news? But what's the Odin 2
Here, I
news?
got
They
it.
figured
I
out the
got you.
shells.
I got you.
The shells.
Yeah.
Kevin, what's going on, Kevin? No fiddling required. Yeah, it's always the dream, the no fiddling required category.
I do
Who
agree
wins
though.
that?
The T618 for sure for like N64 Dreamcast. It's like just load it up and play.
It just works.
Yeah, it's one of the best chips we have right now. We're tired of it.
Yeah.
So here's a good question. People keep asking this. How come your YouTube name was changed from Retro Handhelds to RH? RH is our short name, RH Retro Handhelds. However, that is not our channel name going forward. I was trying an experiment the middle of, the work week, and I'm like, hey, Aish, what if we change it to this? And he's like, that's not a good idea, but you could try it. And I'm like, all right, I will. And then YouTube's like, oh, you can't change your name more than once every 2 weeks or something. So I'm like, crap, now we're stuck with this for 2 weeks. So sorry, everybody.
You're trying to pull a Facebook there. You dropped the Facebook.
I know. It
Nice,
was
simple.
I was like, how cocky is this? Come on.
I'm supposed to be
just-
the one that says no, this is a bad idea, but I'm an enabler when he comes in
You
with
did.
those ideas. So
You were like, okay, let's try it. And then
Yeah,
I did uppercase RH first. And then I'm like, oh, that doesn't look good. So I did lowercase. And then I tried to change it back to Retro Handhelds. And then it said, sorry, you're stuck with this
Yeah.
for 14 days.
had
now.
I known that, I would have probably said, yeah, let's not do that. But I didn't know we were going to be stuck with it for 2 weeks. But
Yeah, it keeps throwing me off. I'm like, what the hell happened?
I did. Well, I wanted to see, for one, what does it look like as a shorter name? And for two, our SEO sucks on YouTube because
Yes,
our name
yes.
is so generic. And so
Wait. Did Retro Handheld this? I never had a problem, but with the RH, I've been having such a hard time finding you on YouTube. Like I have to.
Oh,
I
we made it
saved the link.
worse.
yeah,
Oh, the RH is giving me a hard time
Oh
personally.
no. Oh,
It's
see,
it's
we were
okay,
trying
so now
to
we
make
know.
we're trying to make the search algorithm more unique so that you type in Retro Handhelds right now, what comes up is ETA Prime, Retro Dodo, all those guys. We're like second page. And so RH, if you type in RH, probably we are upper there, but nobody types RH. Everyone's going to type in Retro Handhelds. And so we really shot us in the foot for about 2 weeks. So do we have the banner? Yeah, so we have the banner here.
Thanks.
I could never get used to this.
it's
So
called growth. Okay,
please
we're growing.
accept my
We're learning.
You guys can pull a Prince.
Formerly known as the
yeah,
we only get one more name change, and we're stuck with that for 14 days. So
Oh,
whatever it is
no.
next,
Oh,
we'll probably just
no.
change it back to
It's
Retro
gonna be
Handhelds.
Retro handhelds.
So sorry about
What if
that.
you what if you like do a typo on it?
Oh no!
And you know what? If you follow us and you click on the bell, not a big deal.
So
True.
in an effort
You guys
to
can pull a powkiddy and
make us better, I
misspell
made it
models
worse.
on the back of your device.
Retro Handhelds Corps.
Okay.
Okay. Back to
Oh,
Duke
that's
Palace.
great.
Duke Palace
Duke
is
Palace
amazing.
is amazing.
I can't with these guys. I can't with these. All right, so if you're trying to find us on the internet right now, just don't. It's fine. We'll show up in your feed maybe.
We'll always be in your heart.
We'll always be in your heart.
Yes.
Captain Nipples is my legal name.
I still
Retro
want to see
Snub
those,
Nub
by the way.
Snub.
I'll be the first buyer. I'm gonna get
Pleasure,
those.
Stubbs Nubs?
Yes, please.
Yes. I'm going to learn how to 3D print, and I'll be making pain pleasure sticks for all of your joysticks out there in the world.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, so the Odin 2 over here, the mold has been finalized in high accuracy, high quality. The paints for the shells of the clear purple, clear blue, and black are also finalized. The shells of cold gray and white will be finalized next week.
Oh yeah.
Dang it, that looks good. Look at that. The blue looks so nice, and the purple too.
Surprisingly, I actually went with blue. I'm usually a purple guy, but that blue, man,
It
wow.
looks so good. Yeah, it's so
It
pretty.
Matches your shirt.
And supposedly it's going to have the light up sticks as well and the RGB lighting.
Mm.
In the
Nice.
see-through shells?
That's what I'm
Yes,
hearing.
I heard that. I heard that. Yep,
That's-
they figured it out, I guess.
That's
They
what I'm
realize that
hearing.
we're okay with the light in the shells.
I don't mind it.
I turn it off.
I'm greatly conflicted because my color is
Tell me what's on your heart. Yeah.
Indigo, and this is
Well,
indigo is purple
Stefan,
and blue
Stefan.
right in the middle. Yes.
Stefan. Now, Stefan's the name of my music producer, by the way. Also, it's a good, solid name. Solid name.
Thank you. I know.
Stefan,
Yes.
indigo is your favorite color, but yet you bought an RP2S in transparent green. So,
The reason being that I need to, mix it up a little bit because
That's how I feel.
white and
sometimes,
black
too.
is overdone, and that's the one thing that I'm disappointed with the Pocket S. I need colors. AyaNeo usually brings colors. Where are the colors?
Listen to him. You're okay.
No, I'm not.
No,
You'll be all right. Can we have
I
a
grabbed
hug?
my black RP2S,
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm like, no, you're okay. Don't listen to him.
Right, man.
No, but I love them both. I think they both look great, the purple and the blue. I'll just have a hard time deciding because this is
Just get an extra back shell and put it on.
there you go.
What did I say that was sexual? I don't ever say anything sexual. I don't mean to ever say anything sexual. This is a family show. I don't know what's wrong.
It's not
I'm gonna
our
get
fault.
canceled.
Pleasure nubs sound so versatile.
No, it's a pain pleasure stick, not a pleasure nub.
That's tomato.
Come on, guys. Come on. Well, what else is happening with the Odin 2? The hardware status. We got
Shame of the
functional
guest.
testing. Now, get it together. Get her.
Anticipation.
All right. Was someone saying Papa Roach? Was someone saying Papa Roach lyrics just now?
No,
Oh, sorry, that was my
Anticipation?
That was my
What's
dog.
in your
Never
heart
mind.
right now.
Sorry, never mind. We're good.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Papa Roach and Violent J and Insane Clown Posse videos today. It's a whole vibe. So, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Violent J had a debate over magnets today on the Jim Norton show, and it was outstanding.
Neil deGrasse Tyson will debate anybody over anything. That's like his favorite thing.
This is a real thing. I shared an owl that earlier. He actually debated about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, getting back to the point, can we get through a segment without completely derailing ourselves? I don't think so. The heat dissipation efficiency of heat. Oh, that is so boring. I don't care anymore. This is come on, guys. It's going to be a good device.
No, that's important though.
I know it is. I know.
It is.
Andy, you're doing a great job, man.
Very.
You're doing awesome with the Odin stuff.
Especially for
I'm
the
excited for
8
this.
Gen 2, because I mean, again, like I have the Red Magic 8 Pro, and just having even that little fan changes everything on that device. So cooling definitely will be really important for that.
Speaking of fans, look at my new project.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
And we can see that Zoo is a fan of Papa
Oh, yeah.
Roach. I just want to say we make jokes on this show and we have fun. We're an entertainment channel more than anything and an information channel. We make jokes about the launch delays, but Odin 2 truly when it gets here is just going to be the best thing that we've ever seen. If there are QA issues, I will throw a man tantrum though. So just be prepared for that live stream in advance. KTR1 folks, you're already well aware.
It's gonna get replaced.
It's finally going to get replaced. I
It's gonna
already,
get replaced.
I don't have an Odin right now. 'Cause
I
just
can't
wanna,
get rid of it.
I want to salivate. I want to sort of, I want to deprive myself for a year or however long. And
No.
when it gets here, it'll feel so good. So good.
I put so much work into getting this thing to
A man-
state
a man
that I like
yes.
it that I had to, like the sticks. You remember that whole thing, so I just can't get rid
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, and I remember that. And I'm going to embrace the Odin 2 with arms wide open.
Oh yeah.
Definitely something that is on my mind, and I just heard the news today about these shells that are coming, and we're excited for this. But that's not all.
Where is it gonna be a
Android. AyaNeo has more stuff to show us. They also have the Slide, which was supposed to launch today, but instead all we got was this stinking sign-up sheet. What do we got so far?
I feel like
7840
Ayaneo
U.
discovered energy drinks not too long ago, and now they can't stop.
They can't stop. Like,
Yeah, it's like ADD and Monster. It's like me in high school. Like,
And
they
then-
just
but-
can't stop anymore.
but what's crazy is that they actually bring each device to market.
They do.
You know,
They do.
To the 100 people
Yes.
that order it.
you know.
They are a company of conviction. They will go through with it.
I mean, they must be more popular than we're thinking. That's for sure. I mean, they have to be.
You know what that shot makes me think
kill
of?
it in China.
Do you remember those HTC Windows phones with the sliders?
Yes.
When I look at the slide,
Wait.
I think of these phones with controllers attached to it.
It looks beautiful though.
I don't know. They leave me a little bit concerned. They,
But I wonder what the
feels
typing
a little
experience
bit
is, like
concerning.
you're saying, Stefan. Like, what is the? Oh, they decolored the sticks. I wanted the Pocket Air sticks on there.
I actually like the
Classic,
redesign
dude.
in terms of color. I think they made it
Yeah.
look better,
Yeah.
I
personally.
mean, it does. It looks more pro, and you know that those face buttons are going to feel awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Ayaneo always does really great with the face buttons. The D-pad, as we saw in Russ's video, not always the best, but certainly not the worst. I mean, you have a clickable, subtly clicky D-pad,
Mm-mm-mm.
and you're going to have an OLED screen, I'm sure, right? This has an OLED screen?
Does it?
Maybe?
No.
I'm actually not sure on this one. What's the specs if we slide down?
it's the screen size. You mean?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
It's 6 inches.
Screens.
It's
6
right here.
inches.
Yeah.
But is it-
IPS. It's an IPS screen.
Yeah, it's
All right.
1080 IPS. Yeah.
All right. But we have a 45.62 watt hour battery, Hall sticks, which are par for course. Ergonomics look pretty decent.
Yeah.
Windows handhelds are so much better with a keyboard. I don't care if it adds
helps
the
a lot.
bulk.
It helps. A
It
lot,
helps
for sure.
so much.
You know what I
So-
like with this device, having a keyboard, is I find that Ayaneo is true to their gaming DNA by keeping the gaming aspect of it to the forefront of the device. Because
Yeah.
I don't think typing on that device will be great at all, but it'll
No.
be there.
Like, it's not going to
Yes.
be your spreadsheet, your
Hey,
primary
you can
spreadsheet.
see your tax just
The Win 600.
Definitely do it here. You know, that's
Yeah. I'm
That's
good
how
with
it was
work.
like with the Win 4. Like, I mean, it's not a keyboard I'm going to sit there typing on all day, but it's nice having it there.
It
definitely
is
makes it a
just
lot
nice to
easier.
have because
Yeah.
as soon
look
as
at
you
all
run
those
into an
hotkeys.
issue,
Yeah.
you run into an issue in Windows, which is going to happen every 10 minutes. You're going to have to just slide up that screen,
Oh yeah, it will.
Alt Tab, Piccolo S. That's what I'm talking about. That's right, Pickles. Deal with it.
Mhm.
You can't see the
I
joke.
feel like you paid
Alright.
that guy to say that comment.
No, no. He said that of his own volition. He wanted to say that. He's
Sure.
been waiting all day to say that.
You don't just randomly say Piccolo S around your house.
Piccolo S.
Yeah.
Piccolo S. It's shorts
It's-
coming time.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That was a
I'm
good day.
Is anyone getting the coon while we got that picture up? Is anyone
if I
with that?
had like a little bit of FU money, yeah, I would get the Coon. But no, I'm not. It's too expensive, and I don't know if I'll like it. It's too big. I'd rather wait and get the Legion Go from Best Buy with an excellent return policy, because that's going to be the same size, right? That 8-inch screen.
Yeah.
think
Then
it
just
might be bigger.
jump in.
Bigger, I think it's 8.
Really?
I think it's 8.9. Yeah.
If I love the Legion Go, then I might get a Coon.
I actually pre-ordered participated in the campaign for the Coon.
That's cool.
I want to give myself a "I told you so."
Yeah. A
I
little bit of
don't
self-
expect those
yeah.
things to match the Steam Deck. I'm sorry.
They're not. They're too low.
But
But
does
I'm
anybody ever use the touchpads on the Steam Deck?
I do.
Anybody? You do?
Yeah. Right
In
here.
place of Age of Empires, or what's going on?
Actually, yes.
Okay,
For that,
fair.
They're really good for Wii
The
emulation.
The one use
Yeah.
case, Wii emulation. All right.
emulation,
How
yeah.
much Wii
Then-
emulation do you do day to day
Skyward
on the
Sword.
Steam Deck?
Skyward Sword. Right
Okay.
off the bat, Skyward Sword. And then
Okay.
for
All
for
right.
simulation, you can kind of map it to certain
All
things
right.
there too. You can also use it when you're playing like a 3DS game. The right trackpad, you can get like a hot menu on there for like hotkeys, so you can go like fast forward or pause. There's a few things you
Sure.
can do there too.
So many things.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
Dope.
That's
Bob
fine.
Wolf in here.
Well, you know what? Fine.
Even he
Fair.
came around. He even had to make a video like I was wrong about.
was
the
wrong about-
trackpads. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. It's just that they're stupid.
I'm not saying they're not.
I don't use them. It's just
No.
They're pressure sensitive.
oh, I know, and they're
Yeah.
haptic and they
Vibrate,
feel
they're-
good. I'd say okay. Same reason with the keyboard. It's nice to have them there for
Yes.
when you need them every once in a while, but you never will. Unless you're
Can you
doing
imagine if you had like
Wii
a Steam that
emulation.
just slides up and there's a keyboard there? That would be so nice. That's what we need. That's what Valve needs to make next. A slide up.
The Win 4, I feel like, is the best option we've got until the slide
Yeah.
launches. For
The
for
Wii with
keyboard.
the trackpad would have been amazing.
Oh, if they would add a trackpad in there, would have been
Oh.
forget about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Forget
You don't
about
like the nub?
Oh, the nub.
That's a
love
good
the
nub. There's a
Good,
I like
pretty
nub,
good
but
nub.
I
It's
had
no
nub, very
Stubbs
functional.
nub. Doesn't hurt
Exactly.
you.
No, it's not.
It does not
The thing
stimulate
with
your
the nub is-
pancreas.
it's not as precise as I would have liked it. It's functional, like it works, it's fine, but
Mm.
I was one of the few people that actually tried to play Age of Empires on it, and it just
Well,
Yeah,
you know
I wouldn't go
it
that
was
far.
doable if you really need your fix, but I wouldn't like trackpads though. Oh yeah,
hi hi chicken McNugget.
yeah. Look at that.
It never
hair.
gets old. So speaking of
I
Steam
do like
OS,
this one line here, though.
perhaps the
Perhaps-
best script.
Maybe we're not saying it is.
best
We're not saying it's not.
This video's full of that. No, it's I love it.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things about like these Chinese handhelds. It's like some of the translations are so good.
Well, guys, speaking of the Steam Deck, I hear there's a new update, Steam OS
Oh.
3.5. What's that all about?
Aish knows everything.
Oh, I wish
Tell
I
me
did.
every-
So
Every detail. Joseph White gave us a hinged review about it.
yeah. So my big thing with it, and the thing I like, is that they made emulation better, because we all know at this point that Valve actually likes emulation. They just don't say it publicly because they just keep doing things to make it easier. Like they know we're doing it. But so SMT got fixed. There's better colors. They're doing a whole bunch of things like in the background for firmware and all of that. But for me, the parts I really cared about was the colors, because now you don't really have to use Vibrant Deck, and SMT because it was kind of a pain like finding the balance when you're emulating different systems. Like for PS2, I think you have to drop it to 2. For Wii, it was 3. So just kind of having to do that every time got a little bit annoying, and then sometimes it wouldn't work. So you're playing your game, and there's bad performance, and you got to go back in and do it again. So it's just nice.
Well,
That it got
And you
fixed.
gotta install these plugins, right? These
Yeah.
performance plugins. And
Yeah.
now they have effectively killed the need for the plugins, as I understand it.
Yeah, which I'm okay with. You know, if
Yeah.
you can make it like officially supported, I prefer that, because I've had the plugins crash on me.
Yeah, the plugins, I give up on them. Yeah, they need to update all the time, and
Yeah.
I forget to use them, and it's like,
Yeah, and with plugins, like at least for me, I kind of have to stay on the stable version,
sure.
because I found that when I'm not, they're unstable, like redundant. But yeah, they just don't work as good, so you kind of lose out on some things. And I'm grateful that we're there. I love seeing the community do all of that, but I like it even more when a company like Valve looks at what people are doing and says, okay, this is what they want, let's go ahead and give it to them. The only thing here is, like, I think they're calling it Steam Deck OS, so I don't know how many of these things we're going to see implemented anywhere else.
Like the Win 600 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's okay. I mean, the thing is, killing the plugins is great if you have this. I use a Steam Deck because I don't want to fiddle with settings on a Windows handheld. I just want to open up my Steam Deck and I want to play games. This allows me to do that even more so, and that's awesome. Undervolting, great, because all I do on the Steam Deck is indie titles from the mid 2000s, and this allows me to get even more battery life. I feel like less
Which is
heat.
the thing. If I understand underbolting, it's not just going to be for like indie titles. This is not an area that I'm very well versed in, but what I understand from it is that basically it's like less of a power demand to get the same speed out of it. And so in higher end games, you might be able to squeeze out a little bit more battery. So if you were getting like an hour and a half, you might be able to push that a little bit further. So that's nice to see that Valve's doing it officially, because you could do it with cryo utilities, but there was a warning there like, hey, if you do this, you could wreck your deck, so don't do it. So if Valve's doing it, I feel a lot better about it.
And do we need the other one that we always used with Emu Deck, where you turn SMT on and off? You know what I'm
Not
talking
anymore.
about?
That's what they fixed. Yeah,
And that's what they fixed. So we also don't need those utilities. Great.
Yep.
Is that the same one and the same as that cryo utilities? Actually, not.
No,
super highly
that's
technical on Steam Deck.
from Decky plugins, but no,
Decky,
cryo,
that's what it was.
cryo utilities.
Cryo utilities is the major big boy plugins that really let you mess up your Steam Deck.
That's one guy did that, and so mostly cryo utilities just pretty much optimizes the deck, so it makes it a little bit more stable. And this was made by somebody that's been working on Linux for a long time, so he pretty much looked at it and said like, hey, we could actually make this better. Did it, and it's basically free performance. It doesn't take anything out of it, and it gives you a little bit of a smoother experience. But there was also an overclocking and undervolting guide. Then that's the one that was a little bit dangerous, because if you did it wrong, you could mess up your Steam Deck.
Sure. Yeah, and having it official by Valve, it just feels better. And so if you want to get this on your Steam Deck, it's not a public update yet, right? You got to go through the beta channel and then update your Steam Deck.
Yes. And I'm sorry that I'm completely blanking on the name of the person that made cryo utilities. I'm a big fan, but I use it on the deck. I recommend everybody install it, but I'm blanking on the name. I'm sorry about
They'll
that.
forgive you in time. Don't worry.
I know.
Cryobyte 33, I believe.
There you go. Yep.
There you go. Yeah. We'll just do that one. The vibrant settings is really cool too. You get native. Which is, everybody knows the Steam Deck screen is nothing to write home about. It's not as beautiful as like the ROG Allies screen. So having the option to do sRGB, which by the way, sRGB, that's gonna look good. Boosted, even better if you really want that high contrasty look, which I'm not a big fan of, but sRGB, I love to see that. Having the option to change the color temperature, especially when you're playing in bed next to your honey or loved one at night, or your dog, which might be one and the same, you have this option to keep it on the warm end of the spectrum all day long. Especially if you're having a sick day, you just got your tonsils taken out, whatever. You're just
change the colors. You'll feel
horribly
better.
depressed and you're staying in bed for weeks. You can have nighttime mode 24/7. Yeah.
Just going chat really quick. A bunch of people are saying like, maybe I'll get a Steam Deck. If you're on the fence about it, honestly, just get a Steam Deck. It's for high-end gaming, it's the most affordable option. And because it's so optimized, you're gonna be able to pretty much play anything you want on that thing. It might ruin other handhelds for a little while, but you'll come around eventually. It's okay. It's just the deck really is that good.
Especially it's been on sale a lot lately. So for that price, it's just
the refurbished is sold out already. Like, I hope they come back.
I was going to say,
$20 for a deck is crazy.
Yeah, the refurbs.
For that
if you catch one, grab it.
Get yourself.
And not only is the price good, customer service, like, you're not going to get better customer service than Valve. Like, they're the best company I've ever seen as far as like tech wise goes for customer service. They'll take care of you.
Yeah. There's one thing specific about the Steam Deck that I love. It's one of those rare devices that the hardware improves over time because they are so good with their software.
Yep.
You don't see that a whole lot in tech, and I love when companies can pull that off. And Valve has been doing an amazing job doing that.
Yep. And if you're
I love seeing companies actually back the product for more than a few months at a time. That's
they already said like don't expect the Deck 2 for a while. Like
which
they're gonna
I love that.
Yeah, me too. Because it finally gives developers like a starting point. Like, okay, this is the lowest end that we have to make sure a game runs on, and from there you can go on. So if you have that for PC games, that's awesome. Because if you have like a potato PC, chances are it's gonna work now because of the Steam Deck.
It's really changed PC gaming in that sense too, with having those minimum specs in there. I love that.
And we know
also makes emulation so easy.
It does. Oh, emulation on the deck is just.
Oh man,
I can't even use it because it just works. Everything just works. It plays awesome. I play Xbox games, no problem.
I remember when Zelda came out, and like I bought it for the Switch, and then a day later I ended up going on my Steam Deck and emulating it.
Breath of the Wild on the deck is the best way to play that game. Like I played it on Wii U, I played it on my Switch, and I played it on the deck. The deck is the best way to play that game.
Well, Pico 8 on the Steam Deck, Cadence is saying, that'll run just fine.
Oh yeah.
It's
gonna be a nice big display too. It's 16:10. That's right now. It's my favorite aspect ratio for screens because it's kind of like a good middle ground for both.
That's all you need.
Really Yeah.
You don't need an Ally, really. You don't need any of these Windows handhelds. I think still just get a Steam Deck in 2023.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a little bit less powerful. Sure, you're gonna have to run Starfield on lowest settings, but whatever, you know.
It's a 7-inch screen. You'll be fine.
You're decking, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anyone wanted to know, the word of the day is Denus.
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 What happened to Ramage?
Should I Google it?
Denus is the it's called.
We have this.
It is taking an IP address, and it is translating it to a name. So it's a network. You learn it in networking school. At my day job, a customer has been calling it the DNS. You know, have you flushed the DNS? And I thought that was so
people
funny.
Would say DNS, but yeah.
No, it's the DNS now. And so I've been carrying that. I said, I'm going to carry this forward into every conversation now. I never had thought to call it the DNS. You know, you got your DNS, you got your Weenus, you got your Enos, you got your Square
20
Enix.
years, I've never heard anyone call it a Denus.
Never heard of DNS. So it just
Not for everything.
You know,
Also,
we have Stefan, who is an Adonis or Aish, but you know, we don't have any good DNSs. So
No.
Well,
By the way,
now,
in this podcast, if you have to ask, should I Google it? Never Google it.
don't ever Google anything we say. Don't
We've
ever
said this
do it.
multiple times. Don't Google it.
I'm looking for the opportunity to ask someone to give me their Denus. Can't wait.
Yeah,
You can grab their weenus.
you can. Like, hey, can you sticky your DNS settings to your Weenus so I know what they are at all times? Give me some of that 8.8.8.8.8. That's Google.com for you. Hey,
Yes.
flush your
Eating them
DNS
all day.
all day. Oh,
Gotta give him the D.
do a little ip config renew. No. Anyways, SteamOS 3.5 getting better all the time. Steam Deck is freaking awesome. I am a Steam Deck evangelist. Remember when I hated the Steam Deck before it came out? I was like, this thing's going to be stupid. It's too big. It's not going to fit through your front door. I was making fun of it for months. And then I didn't even warm up to it when I bought it, when I finally had it in my hands. But I've yet to actually make a dedicated video or review on the Steam Deck to this day. But now,
Same. We did this video and it took off. Like,
Zoo didn't make a video either, though. I think it's too overwhelming to make a review video on the Steam Deck. It's like,
it's
you
just
know, because
everything's
nothing you're gonna say is gonna really cover it all. I feel like, and there are a lot of videos out there.
Yeah,
but I mean, let's be honest, it is the best.
Yeah.
Well, there's one last thing we have in the news today. They keep doing this. Nintendo keeps saying, "Hey, we're gonna show you games we're making," and they have this Nintendo Direct, which I get less and less hyped for. But this one, I hear it has some kind of cool ones. And Sony has their State of Play. So what do we got here?
A lot. There's a lot that happened.
There's a lot, yeah.
There's a lot of
big
games.
one, right?
Yeah.
Like I hate that I love Nintendo so much because they make me mad so much, but I can't. Like, they've got me, man. They're gonna keep getting my money.
Oh man, I know. Some of these games I'm just like, I can't. This is how they get me. Like, I can't not geek out for Nintendo. This is just such cool stuff.
Like, I was about to replay Super Mario RPG, and then
I'm so
then I
excited
saw
for that one.
this.
I think we
I'm
all
like,
are, right?
Alright, I'm gonna wait.
Oh
yeah.
I can't wait for this.
The one I'm super excited for, Mario versus Donkey Kong. If you've
Yes.
never played those puzzle games,
Those are
so
great
good.
games. I
You
used
know,
to play them all the time.
awesome.
On
I was
Game Boy.
excited until I saw they're gonna charge $50 for it, and I'm like, why?
Oh, it's
Why are
not.
you-
and honestly, there's a lot
They
of
got
puzzles.
you. You
Nice.
know they got you.
Yeah, I know, but Metroid Prime Remaster was $40.
You
Well,
know,
that's
it's because
kinda-
it's Metroid. Metroid's always kind of been a weird.
I know.
Where
Yeah.
there's a following, but it's not like a huge
Just
following. It's
Metroid
weird.
Prime 4, come on.
I want to know in Super Mario.
We need
So this
to
is
spend
Super
time
Mario
talking
RPG remake, right?
Mhm. Yep.
This looks freaking awesome.
It looks
Yes.
really good, and here's what I love about it. Remember the first Super Mario RPG for SNES? The damage numbers in battle were so small. Like you do like 1 damage, 2 damage. For some reason, that wasn't fun for me. It's like it feels like the battle's going to take forever. Like, oh, I do 1 damage. They've upped the damage numbers to show like 99999, boom, 999. It makes no difference, but visually, for some reason, that's more exciting to see bigger numbers. And I'm like, I'm doing so
Bigger
much
number
damage.
better.
I'm powerful Mario. Bigger number better. Explosions. Magnets. How do they
100%.
work?
I had that problem with Paper Mario. I could not do Paper Mario for that
Yeah.
reason. I was actually okay with Super Mario RPG. It wasn't big numbers like Final Fantasy,
Right.
but Paper Mario made it so much worse, in my opinion. Like, it was too predictable.
True. Exactly. It's too predictable. It's not as much fun. There's other games that are like this too. What's that one? Ni no Kuni. The Ni no Kuni games.
Mhm.
Also, low damage numbers. I stopped playing
Yeah.
just for that. Why?
No, I had a really good time with with Paper Mario until I got
Yeah.
to the toy house. I hated that part. The toy store where the train is, like, it's just that was the most annoying part of that game. It took me forever. Like, I stopped playing for a little bit, and then finally I came back. I'm like, no, I gotta finish this game. But that part, that was my water temple, man. Like, I hated that part.
Water
I
Temple.
still haven't beaten that.
Yeah.
The Water
Yeah.
Temple.
You know what was great about Paper Mario? If there's anybody in your chat that hasn't seen it, go see the original ad of Paper Mario on N64. Cracks me up every time.
Need to check that out.
Oh,
I remember
so
need to look at
the
that.
magazines for it, like the Club Nintendo magazines. That game looked so
Yes.
good when it came out.
But
It
what do we
did.
got
And-
here? Prince of Persia?
I'm personally excited.
Yeah,
for
they're
this
doing a like a Metroidvania of that game.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
I love Prince of
This
Persia.
looks
Yeah.
great. It looks
I
like
will
Sands
get
of
this.
Time remastered.
But
or
in
something.
Metroidvania,
Well,
I'm so excited for it.
Me
Mhm.
too.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
I
happy to
was
see
really bummed when
Ubisoft
people
come back.
first.
I'm excited
Go
to
ahead.
play this on my Steam Deck.
As most people will, you know.
We'll be decking.
Yep. Stubbs be decking.
I'd be decking
Yep.
all day, every day. This does look really nice, though.
Yeah, it
look
really
at that
does.
tree. Oh, Nintendo, you're okay. Okay, you're doing
No,
some cool things.
Yeah. Nintendo doesn't really do that much like mobile RPG stuff. Except for like Fire Emblem.
They had Dragalia Lost.
Oh, I forgot about that. I always forget that's a Nintendo thing.
Yeah, I loved
That's-
that game so much.
That,
What do
that
you
was
guys think about
Nintendo
this?
just being
Haven't
weird.
played it.
Well,
Need to
they
look that up.
canceled it. The service is no longer running.
Yeah. They're not. You
Can't
can't
play
get
it? Is
those
it only two-player?
summer skin packs anymore.
That bums me out. You know who did this right though? Remember they had that Mega Man X Dive game? They released that
Yes.
as a standalone now,
I remember
without
that,
with
yeah.
all of the
That's awesome.
gotcha, with all the gotcha gone.
I wanna
and
buy it.
That's such a good idea. Yeah, exactly. Just to support the idea of doing that,
Yeah.
I want to buy it.
Do you guys remember the Princess Peach DS game?
Yes.
Yes.
Where
Oh,
you
yeah.
had those 4 little icons that you could
Yeah,
change your
you do that
emotions.
little stick. Yeah.
So apparently that game was controversial, and I didn't know it was.
Really?
Well, it
Yeah.
wouldn't live today.
No, it wouldn't. I'd like it. Yeah, but apparently
Peach
that's a
how to feel?
controversial game. Yeah. Yeah.
What do we got?
I'm
Oh,
excited
Saga!
for the new one.
Saga. Yes. What do we got? Graphic novel. Okay. Saga Emerald Beyond. Ooh. You know, I like Romancing Saga. I loved all of the early Saga games. And this is looking very much like Tales of Arise or something. Okay.
This looks
Alright.
like something I would try and play and then not succeed.
I like the cell shading
Yeah,
on
that's
this,
exactly my
actually.
thoughts.
Yeah.
I like the cell
Well, because
shading.
they get you with like you see some of these like cutscenes and they look really good, and then you actually
Uh-huh.
start playing the game and it doesn't
You're
look
like,
like
whatever.
that. I'm like,
I know.
Oh, for me,
character
more it's I'll
selection.
start it and then never actually
Yeah.
finish it because something.
see
else
like
takes
that.
my time.
Then the whole overworld just looks like
Yes.
that, and I don't know.
Saga Frontier 2 is
the
the
art
best
is
Saga
always
game.
great though. In this,
The best
in this
Saga
series.
game. Yeah.
The art's
Art's
always really good.
fantastic, yeah.
Okay. You got a
Oh,
cat.
I'm
They
pretty
should.
excited for this one.
I need
Yeah,
the
okay,
Dragon Quest
here it
games,
is.
all of them in 2D HD.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this.
Tomb Raider 1
Yeah.
remastered.
1, 2, and 3 remastered.
Oh, ha, 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 ha. Tomb Raider 2
Oh,
is
yeah.
the best Tomb Raider game. There's her Polygon Badonk.
Okay, calm
Running,
down. there,
running.
Stubbs.
Hey, now. Everyone's been 13 once.
The game that introduced mods.
Man, it
Yes.
just-
The T-Rex. Oh, dude, this
Those
game's
extra
so good.
polygons are doing a whole lot for her.
Have you
though.
guys,
I
have you
can't
guys-
believe
yeah.
somebody made this game in 2023 and said, like, this is a good idea. We're gonna do this.
Hell
Well,
yeah, that's a good idea.
if they make the controls modernized like the newer Tomb Raider games, I think they got a home run on here.
I don't
yeah,
think they did though.
Oh, you
Oh,
think that it's going to be
no.
that
Oh, no.
standard?
I
like,
think it's
like
gonna be
Lara-
that same,
No,
like
it can't. It can't. Be,
I feel
no.
like it's just a
No.
new skin on
No,
the
you
same
have to,
framework.
you have to like
I-
perfectly
no.
get her lined up to an edge before she jumps. It's,
Yes.
That's
The
stupid.
controls
I
have
feel like
not
it's gonna
aged
be
well.
like that.
If that's what it's going to be for
Hey, it
controls,
comes out
then,
Valentine's Day. All right.
you know, Lara
Oh, this looks
was
like
my
such
first
a
crush.
terrible game.
A second bolt of brilliance. What is this?
I love his.
This
voice
is
Detective Pikachu.
coffee addicted
Pokemon.
Pikachu.
Yeah, with the most
with like a-
prettiest voice
Pikachu.
possible.
Yeah, he's got like a gritty like East Coast
Great.
accent.
Yeah, Montag, they definitely were a nightmare.
They
Let's
were.
hope they do
yeah.
better. Yeah,
Jason,
oh, Star Ocean Second R demo. Yeah, I played that demo, by the way, on my PS5. I'm excited. Star Ocean 2
Oh,
is
it's
my
not gonna be
favorite.
tank controls. Nice.
My
Yeah,
favorite
Jason,
RPG of all time.
Big girls, which is good.
I'm really upset that the Pokemon Company keeps getting away with things like this.
They can do whatever they want, man. They print money. Doesn't matter.
They do.
They do whatever they want.
They do.
So,
I saw this
know-
thing that if you combine, I think it was like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and I forgot what else. Like, Pokemon still makes more money than all of them.
Really?
combined.
No 0 days though. They always
know.
are making games.
Yeah,
So-
but the games just look so bad. Even like I don't care if it's the Switch. Like if you see something like
Nasty.
Xenoblade
Nasty.
Chronicles, like
Meh.
I have a hard time agreeing with that because if you take the game and you put them into an emulator and you upscale them, you're like, wow, this looks amazing. So it's kind of like finding that balance of give me
no.
nice
But here's
artistic-
here's the thing. Here's my problem with it though. Like you look at something like Arceus, which is probably their best open world Pokemon game. You take something like that, or you take Sword and Shield, and you're like, okay, well this is the Switch. And then you look at Dragon Quest
Trombone
11, or
Champ.
you look at
Alright, that's
Xenoblade Chronicles, and you look at what's actually capable in that system, or like Breath of the Wild, and you realize that if you take pretty much everything Nintendo makes, and you look at the
It looks
Pokemon
better.
Company,
What's
it
a Tom
makes
Brady
way
saying?
less money,
Yeah.
and it's still
Well, let's
yeah,
hope the
that's-
Switch
that's my problem
upscales
with it.
them.
And what's this
You know
here? What do we got here?
The Switch too.
Battle Crush.
Oh, that Switch 2 is going to be crazy.
Is there
You
any?
see what they're doing? Like, have you guys, anybody here, like, seen like
don't know anything about the
leaked,
Switch
news
2.
of the Switch 2? So it was, they were demoing. So the word is they were demoing Final Fantasy VII remake on it, and that it looked like
Really?
a PS5 game because they have. So they're still with Nvidia, so they have DLSS. They're going to be able to upscale the games. It's got 12 gigs of RAM in it, so they're going like all out on it now. They're trying to push it a lot more, which I'm guessing they're feeling like the pressure from the Steam Deck.
Contra.
That's a new Contra game.
Looks good, yeah.
I'm,
This looks really awesome.
you know,
So this is a remake, right?
Oh, Contra.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a remake, but either way,
Remake or-
I'm gonna play it because
2D
Oh.
Contra. 2D Contra
they-
is good.
They do need to
Always
make Chrono
good.
Trigger in 2D, HD 2D. Somebody said it in chat, and I'm waiting for a Chrono Trigger remake.
It's kind of crazy how much stuff they dropped in this direct. Like, there's
Yes.
just
This is a lot of
flowing.
top tier
I mean,
content here so far. What else we got?
This is
Let's
uh,
move on
this is-
through. Move on
about
through.
the Shadow Drop. At
Shadow Drop?
0.99. Did you guys enjoy it?
Oh yeah, F099 is so cool.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I haven't played it.
As soon as
Really?
I start seeing Kirby games, I know the Switch is over.
That's right. The Contra game is made by Wii Forward, so that's like an
Yeah.
automatic bump up for me.
All right, guys.
100%.
Let's hop. Okay, how many more Nintendo games we got here? Let's hop into the Sony side.
There's
Don't
Paper
mind.
Mario,
Okay, let's
Thousand
skip
Year
it.
Door is gonna remake.
People
What's the-
demand it.
Okay, yeah, one more game. Got to move this thing along.
Oh, then there's a new Among Us level. That's cool.
There was so much in this
Ooh.
direct. It's definitely worth checking
There's
out.
just
Yeah.
yeah. So go check it out. I'm gonna add this to our description. Watch all of the
I'm excited for it.
games.
I can't wait for this.
This looks like a.
I
Oh,
love
I love the.
I know they're more
graphics on
late.
this.
That's a remake. Yeah. That's a
That's a
remake from
remake.
the.
Thousand Year
Okay,
Door,
Thousand Year
Door
Door,
remake, right?
Nintendo
Yeah, that-
realized they could charge you money for GameCube games again.
Yes.
Pretty
As
much.
is
Yeah,
tradition.
I
think
love
that was
Paper
the
Mario
second
games.
Not sure.
Yeah, it's the second one. Yeah,
What's up,
it's the second
Malik?
one.
It's the game.
So it's paper. Well, I guess technically it's the third one because Super Mario RPG is kind of like
Sure.
the first one. Then you have Paper Mario, and then you have Thousand Year Door,
True.
and then
Yep.
they got bad.
This looks so
Yep.
good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the reason to get a Switch 2, or maybe get yourself a Switch OLED, or as Ban calls it, a SWOLED, whatever that means. And play some Nintendo games. But I'm not really a Nintendo
chip it.
fanboy. I'm not even really a Sony fanboy, but I'm excited for what Sony's got for us. What do we got? What we got? We'll get to that, Kelvin. We'll talk about what I do in the next
Oh,
second.
what is that? Oh my god.
Here we go. Game everybody.
I mean, this is how it started.
It's the dude. If the dude was a person, there you go.
Wait, I need the right music for this. We have the wrong music right now.
Oh my god.
What is happening? I haven't seen this
Yeah.
though.
Man, those walking mechanics are.
Oh,
something.
this is great.
Perfect.
If-
We
if
went
you
from
would-
like top tier AAA content to what the hell are we
that's-
watching?
And
What
the
is
best
Sony's
part is
worst
that we
thing?
went from Nintendo to Sony, and it got worse.
That's me without coffee in the morning.
Yep. It looks like a bad Titan
This is-
from Attack on Titan.
This
Oh,
is
man.
It has
a
the
child.
same
This
body
is a
as them.
child learning how to. This is like a horse learning how to walk for the first time. What is it?
It's
Why are his
special.
feet so small?
Is this like a VR game or something where you have to teach
No.
how
What
to
is
walk?
it doing? What is this game?
Oh,
Is that
man.
Walter White?
These graphics are great.
Is this a Final Fantasy game?
my
What's wrong with the? What is? Why is this happening? This is a glitch, right? This isn't a real game.
Oh no, I think it is.
This is next
Oh.
gen, guys. This is what the PS5 can do.
This is what everyone's been asking for.
Pinnacle of gaming.
He's got the man boobs and everything. He's
Look at them. Oh,
covered
man.
in mud. He's got
Stay away.
He's got a dirty,
Oh man.
dirty backside.
He's
What's he
thick.
gonna do here? Is he gonna get across?
Where did the other guy go?
He just zip lined out of
He
there.
just yeah. He's just
Oh, this is called Quap 2. Baby steps.
That's a grown man with a baby's body.
So this is like the evolution of what's that game by Hideo Kojima, or the walking simulator that he had, where he had the guy from Death Stranding. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not
What
okay
el-
with that game.
All right, Sony. What else you got? Any other bangers in the?
We got some Roblox. You guys into
Oh
that?
no.
My
Next.
son is.
Next.
Let's
Come on,
see.
Sony.
Oh, we
Sony.
got
must not
Pull
know.
it together here. Pull it together.
Ghostbusters.
No. No.
No.
No.
Oh.
Pull it
VR,
together.
Ghostbusters
Okay.
VR.
I need
Apparently
to try
it's
the
good.
VR 2. I need to try the
That's
PSVR 2.
Ooh.
Stefan, I saw you got a PSVR 2.
Never crossed the
somewhere.
streams.
I do.
What? I need to try it. I just don't like that it's plugged in with the cord, and I'm gonna trip and
Yeah.
injure my family.
Yeah, the Quest 2 kind of spoiled me with the whole.
No, I'm
I mean,
so
we
sorry.
might be
Agreed.
getting that
Quest 3's coming out next month, so
that PS
Yeah.
Portal technology in the next PSVR.
all right. So I have never had a fantasy of being a Ghostbuster, but
Really?
if I did, this is probably what I'd want.
Yes.
I feel like you with your attic should have at least thought about this at some point.
So if you live with a haunted house and a haunted
Yeah.
attic, you're
15
probably not
FPS.
going to want to then simulate the experience as well.
That's true. That's true.
Thinking,
But
You
you,
know
would
what?
learn how to fight it. Like,
it's true.
I have a take on that. I
Okay.
cannot do horror movies, horror
me
games.
neither.
I
The
can't.
Horror
know.
season, sir.
Horror in VR. I can somehow.
Oh,
I
I
don't know
can't.
why.
I
I think
can't.
it's something with
I'm
being in
opposite of
control.
it.
Dude, VR is the one place I can't do it because
Yeah,
it's so.
same. No way.
No.
No.
It's the opposite.
What is it? That one that everybody
Realistic?
plays. No, the
immersive?
one the co-op multiplayer one
Oh,
everyone plays. You see,
the one that
Phantasmagoria?
really sells.
and Phasmophobia.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that one single player in VR, horrifying. Can't do it.
No. Dude, I
Okay.
get jump
Oh,
scared. in
here
The
we
Last
go.
of Us. I
Here we
can't do
go.
those games.
Resident
Yes.
Evil,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4, right? Remastered. Okay.
And
Okay.
that's a DLC that is coming out, and VR that is happening in winter, I believe. I'll get it. for
Leon
sure.
looks different.
But Sony they're releasing that game on multiple
Oh, God.
consoles. Sony's no longer doing proprietary stuff. They're releasing it on PC and everything. So it's like, why buy a PS5? And they're making
They're
an
feeling
Avatar
that
game.
Microsoft pressure.
Okay.
Well, no, their games still stay exclusive, so like
Yeah.
For a little
you'll get them
while.
eventually on PC, but no guarantee you're gonna get all of them.
That's true. And I guess the VR stuff probably won't be coming to PC.
No, I don't think they would.
Yeah.
It hasn't. Well, that depends on the company, right? But Capcom hasn't brought Village to PC, or did
Yeah.
they? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
Klef, did you get PTSD from the Resident Evil dogs?
From wait, which
that's-
Resident Evil are we talking about?
I guess the first
The
one.
first one, I hated
The
those
very
dogs.
first one? I
I
haven't
don't-
played it in VR. It's not in VR, but no, not really.
Yeah.
I,
mean, they
I
were
don't really
horrifying.
play 2D ors.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's fair. It's fair.
That
I don't,
game used to scare the crap out of me as a kid.
I don't spend a lot of time on horror either.
Yeah. I played the DS version. That one was good.
My
I-
wife loves horror games.
That's because women are crazy. For some reason, women just love horror stuff. I don't know why.
She likes Alien Isolation. I can't play it. I can't play
That's
it.
a great game. That actually is a great game.
I hate
It's-
getting scared.
And it's on
That's not-
Android.
Life is scary
Nate-
enough.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
You know,
This game looks
my
cool. So
idea
this
of
is
like
Avatar?
a Halloween movie is Halloween
This is
Town
not
on
a
Disney
VR
Channel.
game though, right? This is just
No,
This is
this
just
is-
a
No.
regular
No,
game.
that's
This is
Oh,
just
wait, no.
Ubisoft
crazy
makes it.
Ubisoft ray tracing.
No, this is Avatar.
PS5.
It looks cool though. I mean, it looks.
The graphics looks amazing, but I'm waiting to try it for myself to see if it's gonna be
Yeah.
a good game.
I don't know about it. Well, I mean, it looks cool.
This is
Like
like
Horizon.
Far Cry meets Avatar, basically.
If
It's
they could do this
Horizon.
at 60 FPS, that'd be nice. It looks pretty laggy. I don't know. What's next though?
It's Blue Horizon. That's what it is.
Rush through this. I can't take any of this modern gaming stuff. Is this
Oh, that's great.
what? Oh, robots. Is this Portal? This Portal 3? No, this is
Ghost Runner 2.
Ghost Runner 2.
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
played
yeah.
the first one.
See, that's my thing. A lot of these like modern games, they just
Ghost.
they
everything
blend
looks the
together.
same.
Like there's
They-
don't
at
get me,
least-
there's a lot of really good ones, but a lot of the other ones, like a lot of the shooters or first person ones, I look at them, sometimes I can't tell them apart. Like
At
I
least
thought this was a
Nintendo makes
Warhammer.
very distinctive, games and
Yeah.
styles. Ghost
You
Runner.
see
okay,
Nintendo,
Ghost
you know
Runner 2.
Nintendo.
Great. Looks like
Yeah.
Mass Effect mixed with a Destiny or something.
This looks nothing like the first one, by the way.
I
Okay.
kind of agree. It was an arcade FPS game. It was nice.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Hmm.
For like
There's-
20 minutes on Game Pass.
That game, the game that we're looking at right now,
Titanfall?
Helldiver 2.
Oh, hell, ever. I thought it was
I'm
Titanfall. See,
excited
can't-
because it reminds me of Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
This'll
you're
probably be
right. You're
Yeah.
right.
I think.
All right,
House,
what's
House
next?
Mark-
Someone's gonna
What's
mod it.
next?
Someone's gonna mod
Let's,
it.
I'm over. Let's move on to the next thing. What else we got?
Let's see. Here, this is the most replayed. so-
Make my ADHD brain happy. What do we got next? Insomniac. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Haven't finished
going in
the first
backyard.
one.
Oh, you're playing as Venom.
Yeah, that looks
That's-
cool.
Yeah, what's it
Topher
called?
Grace
The suit.
Simulator. Hell yeah.
Did you say Topher Grace?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Still the best Spider-Man.
Oh, big time.
Best Spider-Man
Yeah.
movie.
All right, Spider-Man ray tracing, big city. I actually started playing Spider-Man remastered.
Is he flying? I don't
think
like that he's
gliding.
flying. Okay, I was gonna say I don't like that he flies.
Oh yeah,
He has a
the wing-
wingsuit,
Yeah, the wing
Yeah,
thing,
like
yeah.
Batman.
Made out of web.
There's a
you know.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Beyond. No, it wasn't Beyond. What was that one called? Where Spider-Man goes to a different planet
I don't
The-
know.
Not
with
sure.
like the
Different
Beast
planet?
people. Yeah, he had
Talking
like a
about that-
different suit, and he teams up with like Venom and Carnage for a few episodes, and the whole world is like ruled by like Beast people. What is that one
Captain
called?
Spiff from Calvin and
Um,
Hobbes? Or
Sure, I'm sure somebody in chat can help me out here. No, not Spider-Verse. No.
Spider-Verse.
All right, it was a show. Never mind.
All right, what else? Nobody likes this stuff. Although we
Here you
do
go.
like
This-
modern
this-
games. People want to
I
hear
just
about
don't wanna
handhelds,
see it.
So let's what
This
do
is
we
gonna
got?
look-
What is this? Star Ocean?
It's
No.
the other RPG series.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Other one.
It's not Dragon Quest.
They have a bunch of them.
Is
I
it
know.
Tales?
Yes,
Yes,
Tails.
Tales.
I think it's
Tale,
Tails.
Tales of Arise 2, 3. Another Journey.
Oh.
Get
Spider-Man,
excited.
Spider-Man
Over the
Unlimited. Yep,
years.
it was Unlimited. That's the one.
Asteria. Starry.
Why do they always have some of the hardest names?
Tales
to say?
of Diarrhea. Boy,
Because
that
they're
is
not
my
making it
life,
for
Lily.
us. Like the people this game is for know how to say it.
Can't
True,
eat anything
yeah.
right these days. Another one.
There you go.
DJ Khaled.
Hong Kong Star Rail.
Yeah.
I tried to get
the
into the
Gamma
Tales
Space.
game, and then I realized it's like 20 of them, and I'm like, I'm gonna go play Persona.
Now you loyal. So, Foam Stars.
Home Stars.
Oh, I seen that.
Okay, now we are on
Oh, wow.
hoverboards slash
Thanks,
Oh.
Splatoon. Splatoon cotton candy snowboarding.
Wow.
Give it to me. There we go. Use foam and knock out your opponents.
No
Get 'em
shit.
I love
outta
how
here.
people
I
give
was gonna say
Nintendo-
paint, but
insanely.
oops.
Like
Oh,
Nintendo
my bad.
people give Nintendo a hard time because they're like, oh, your system isn't powerful enough, and this and that. But
Whatever,
like we're
yeah.
watching both directs, and I'll take the Nintendo one all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far
Well,
Nintendo's winning right now hard.
Easily.
They're winning hard. Is there one
But
more
it's
game?
so funny because they all talk about power, and then at the end of the
Yeah.
day, everyone's
Oh, boy.
copying Nintendo and what they're doing. That's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a
Okay.
chip from like 2014 or something like that.
You
But
can
just-
stream these on your
Shows you what
handhelds.
happens when you optimize
Yeah.
software for hardware. I mean, how
Yeah.
far you can push it.
Perfect.
It's kind of crazy.
This is gonna be fun on the portal.
Is anybody forgetting that? Oh, this one. This is the whole reason I almost bought a PS5, and then I realized it's coming to
This is
PC in
the-
like July, so I'm good.
That's why I held off.
Yeah, this is the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Part 2.
Part
What's it
2.
called?
All I want to know is, are
Rebirth?
they adding
Yeah.
adding the freaking golden saucer mini games to this
There's
one?
definitely
Yes.
gonna be. It has to be in there.
Yes. That's all I need. And my snowboarding is Cloud. That's all I care about.
Originally, I was really mad that it was going to be like a 3-part game because I thought it was going to be like the full game just remade. But now I'm kind of glad that it's multiple games because that's just such a big world and it's just more to do. Like I'm playing the first remake right now and I'm loving that game.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
It looks beautiful. I need to play the first one.
does.
We got Mini Mog and
yep.
look at that chocobos and look at that giant
Segways.
buster sword. Hmm.
Some people are mad about some of the changes, but so far I'm okay with them. I don't.
They're
They
good.
don't really
They're
bother
good.
me. Yeah.
100%. And it seems that they are finding the right balance. I was scared that they
Yeah.
was gonna pull away from those changes.
Yeah.
I welcome them wholeheartedly.
No, me too. The original game is great, especially for the time it came out in, but the story isn't exactly smooth. And let's say you put the game down for like 2 days for whatever reason, you come back to it and you're like, what the hell is going on?
True.
True.
Like, why is Sephiroth calling Alien mommy? I don't know what's going on right now.
Well, Sony try better. I mean, sure, these games are okay. They're good.
Outside of Spider-Man, I mean, are any of these actually Sony published games? Really? I mean,
Not
the VR,
really.
the VR game is one of them is, but
No,
not really.
Sony's kind of not doing that hot with like their like first party
They're
stuff
not.
either. Like
Our
people are
viewers as
giving
well,
Microsoft a hard time about that, but Sony's not really doing much either.
they don't want to see. Oh, okay. What is this though? Is this the mini game? Mini games.
Probably, yeah.
Mini games. Okay, I'm buying this. Sony, you had me at the last second. You got me here. Okay, I'm
It is
getting
coming
this.
to PC though. It's coming to
I'm getting
PC.
this.
I wonder
Okay,
if it's gonna be as
I kinda-
confusing to
kinda
get around.
hated
It
Sony
is. It's
hopefully,
gonna.
you know.
So I think they said it's coming to PC in like July next year. So it's gonna be like a 6-month wait, which isn't that bad. I'd rather just wait for
I
it.
got so much stuff to play, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what
I think
the other one too.
Final Fantasy, because I don't know if you've heard, Square is not doing so good, and Final Fantasy 16 was like, it hurt them big time.
Yeah.
And they will bring it to PC, but they did not prepare for it, so it's gonna take a lot longer. Whereas I think they'll make sure not to do that error with this game because they need the money.
I'm surprised Sony has just bought them already.
Well,
I hope they don't because we
hope
would
so,
lose out
too.
on a lot of RPGs and they would be exclusive. Like, and I think RPGs belong on a handheld. That's really like where
Why?
you get the most out of them. But I'm surprised they haven't, because it feels like most of like the ScreenX games that I see just feel like PlayStation games to me.
Yep. And that's why I like my Xbox the best out of my 3 modern gen consoles. I like Xbox Game Pass a
Game
lot.
Pass is great. Yeah,
You
Game
see the
Pass-
new
Pass
leaks
is
for the new
awesome.
Xbox?
I did. The
It's like a
cylinder.
speaker. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is that definitely confirmed
Yeah.
to be real?
It was leaked accidentally by Microsoft because of some court documents. So yeah, it is real, but it might not be that in the end. But that is that
So
document.
now we
was
have
real.
the Xbox mini fridge. We're gonna have the Xbox speaker. What's next? What do
Well,
we got now?
They fixed some stuff on the speaker. It's not it's not faster or anything. It's just like more cylindrical.
Yeah.
Has-
No, they
has a new-
actually
has a new controller.
well said.
they improved they improved like the power consumption for like lower power settings, so it should be
Right,
be
that's
pulling
right.
less power, running a little quieter, which makes
I
sense
like
because
that.
Sony's doing their new PS5, so Microsoft has to make a new one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Fair.
the first thought I had was the Mac Pro trash can look. I
But
was
nobody,
Yeah.
ultimately, though, I think we're all probably still the most stoked about playing retro games in modern
Yeah.
ways. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
that's kind of where my heart's at. And speaking of my heart, Stefan, you've taken my heart today by I was looking at your YouTube channel, and there's just a lot of quaint content. I like your lighting. I like a lot of the things that you're doing, and you did a big relaunch. So let's shift out of this modern stuff into the man of the hour, Aquaklef of GameTechTalk. So you did a rebrand today,
Yes.
right? You released
Yep.
your first video under the new
Yeah.
brand.
Indeed.
What's going on with this? Tell us, how did you get here? We don't know you yet. You're your first time on the show. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, before I do that, I just want to say it's been a blast. I've been enjoying my time with you guys. Awesome. Thank you very much for having me. And the chat has been great. Been reading you guys.
Likewise.
What
Talk
can I
your
say?
time,
I
shit.
mean, I think like all of you guys, I love tech. I love gaming. And I'm not going to say you guys, but I'm old. I don't know, but
I
you
am
know.
old too.
Okay, so we're all old.
We're
then.
all-
Let's do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think we've
for sure.
experienced the greatness of gaming, and then we've
Mhm.
seen it shift over time. And at some point, my passion for gaming shifted from games to hardware. And I'm a social person. I like to exchange. I like to learn from people. I like to, just have that experience. So I thought, why not make a YouTube channel
Hell
and
yeah.
talk about stuff I like? And
Yeah.
And I've been trying to put something that I'm proud of. So I went back to the drawing board, made some changes, and hopefully this time I have a recipe that will work for me and that people can enjoy.
And that YouTube algorithm. Am I right?
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing is a pain. It's like, how do you make
Yeah.
this thing happy? I like the rebrand, GameTechTalk. I'm surprised that wasn't taken. That is a very catchy name, and I like how you kind of smash it together. GameTechTalk. It's almost
Thank
like, it's almost rhythmic. So I like that. And I was watching some of your content. I want to know about this technique you had as a kid where you were purposely putting dust in your NES cartridges to try to add a challenge to them. What? I've never heard of anybody doing that. What is
Okay.
that about?
So to give context, Mario Bros. 1, the NES cartridge, I've
Yeah.
played the beep out of this game.
Yeah.
And at some point, I just wanted something to be different, and I probably just put the cartridge in there, and the pixels were all messed up. The Goombas were clouds. So I thought, let me put some more dust in there. And it actually worked. I'll tell you at some point the cartridge just stopped working. But yeah, I would do that to be like, okay, I have to remember from memory that this is a Goomba, this is a spiky shell, this is a this or that, and I kind of just went with it and found ways to make it more challenging.
Yeah.
By adding dust to my coverage.
Did that, and that really worked? And that
It
actually
did.
created
It
glitches?
really genuinely
Wow.
did. Yeah.
Wow. That is the first time I've heard of that being a thing.
Nintendo would call that a feature.
Yeah. Well,
It
was
was awesome.
and you lose that sort of thing with emulation, though.
You do.
can't. You can't. Can you digitally corrupt a ROM file to make it play worse? I
would
think it's just
think
gonna
you can.
break.
I would think you can, but you have to know
Like-
out of code to some extent.
Map all the controllers backwards.
Well, if you
Have fun.
if you put dust into a cartridge and then you dumped it into a ROM file, I wonder if you'd get those same glitches in the ROM file.
I don't think
It's an experiment. Well,
that is a curious thought you have here. I wonder too.
I
Because
wonder.
there had to be. Was it the reading part? Was it the where did it happen? That I don't know.
Man, I'm just saying that like
Word.
that's a million view idea right there. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like make that video because I don't know anyone in the world who has the talent to put the right dust in the right place in the cartridge to create this
It's a
effect.
skill. It is a
You're
bad
the,
skill.
You're the one man on this planet Earth, my friend, who can do this and bring this to market onto YouTube.
Mhm.
Next video, just saying. Do I need to cut?
There
Do
you
I need
go.
a commission on this idea? Well, yes.
Of
Does it need to be
course.
big? No more than $5 or $6,000. And
Minimum.
that's asking what? That's pennies
Your-
in the bucket.
Your next video just starts with you just going Salt Bay on a Switch, just like
Dude, Cheetos. Cheeto dust.
yeah.
Cheeto dust.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Dude, do some like melt a popsicle and put it in there. I don't know. Like you can do so many different
I can try on
glitch.
discs. I can try
Yeah.
on Switch cartridges.
Like you
all
could
the-
take a
all
little
the tech.
saw and just saw off part of the chip. Be like, what does it do now?
And the
This is so
USB-C
cool.
of the new iPhone doesn't matter. We'll find a way to make it work. That's
Some, like,
awesome.
Put some feta cheese, you know.
Mhm. I
Um,
might eat that one. To be honest, I don't want to waste no feta.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
You can use hot sauce. You can cut up some pickles. Oh man, you can do some magnets. Get some magnets in there.
Pickle
You
magnets.
know,
Magnet time.
Yeah.
is
it hits
mine.
me every time. It hits me. It just.
Oh.
Oh.
It's me that-
Oh,
Anyone else have any magnets on them?
I got it.
Where the hell
There you go.
am I?
Can we all
There's
do it
somewhere.
together?
Yeah, okay, let's see.
Where the heck's my?
I don't have
Portal.
it with me right
I
now.
lost it.
Like I'm gonna try to. I'm
Uh,
gonna try to.
Oh,
Let's see.
Wait, do I? Is it over here?
Oh! I have it.
that was so good. That was one of the most
Thank you.
epic. That
Thank
was
you.
ballsy too. I've done some of those big jumps, and it's just gone flying across the room.
I'm surprised I got it. I gotta lie.
That was.
Oh no,
We're
that's
gonna have
not
to
where it
clip
goes.
that out. That's gonna be a little.
Spicy.
Ban, welcome back from the bathroom. I hope it was successful and everything flowed well for you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get a lot of fiber.
What do I think of the T16 device just for PS2? Don't get a different. device for
Oh
PS2.
yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome.
Oh,
hey,
that shmup.
look
shmup
what you
mode.
done. Look
Good
what
'em
you
up.
done.
I sent them a 3D
Nice.
print.
He
You
did.
done it.
A nice
Hey,
one
hey.
too.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Time to
pickles
pick.
always make me thirsty. Pickle
I want
OS,
pickles
that's
now.
right. Yeah,
I
I,
had
do
some
too.
I do
Pickles
too. I
right
think I
before
have
the
a
show,
jar in
actually.
my. No,
I've
I
actually
should
been
have a
eating a
jar
lot
in my
more
fridge.
pickles lately.
You guys, try
I
out
don't
the
even like
Boar's
dill
Head
that
one. They're pretty
much.
good. Very,
They're good
very
for you.
stuff.
I think
You
that's
get the right kind of
fair.
pickles, they're good for your gut.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing a little bit about yourself. You be Klefin, and now I be Klefin too. How about you've seen our segment on Adore Keep Delete, right? You want to give us yours?
Yes. Okay, so please refresh me.
Okay, so handhelds, top three. One of them you're going to be adoring just for one night, and then you have to give it away. Two, the second one is you're going to be keeping it forever, maybe on a desert island. You know, the only handheld you get to keep. The last one, delete. Delete from existence. Never happened. It's so cursed for you. You hate it so much that you just never again.
Man, it's hard.
Adore, keep, delete.
This is so hard.
I know. Put you on the
Okay,
spot.
so
In my defense, it was in our description, so you would have known beforehand to.
I know it's not necessarily retro, but for the time being, I'm gonna say when it comes to keep, I
Mhm.
would do the GPD WinMax 2. Because that device, in terms of versatility,
Oh yeah, whatever
there's
you
just
want.
nothing you can't do. You want to be productive, you do it. You want to game, you do it. You want to
Does
watch
the
a
keyboard
movie,
feel
it's big.
good? Can you
It
type on
does. It
Really?
genuinely does feel good. I
Okay.
think the WinMax 2 is one of the best devices to have come out. And the mini PC world. A door, I would probably
One
say
spicy night till the battery runs dry.
I would probably go with the Switch. I know it's a little boring, but
That battery's gonna run dry real quick, but it's not boring. It's not boring. Got some good games.
I mean, the Switch they brought so many good games. Like Nintendo keeps me excited for
Yeah.
what's to come in gaming. So I
I
would want to experience that one last
Yeah,
time.
yeah. They give you just top tier content over and over and over again on the oldest chipset with
Yeah.
the worst battery.
Absolutely. And then I have the Windows
Hey.
the retro
You get
emulation.
an OLED.
Swoled.
So
yeah.
yeah.
And delete. I feel so mean for saying that, but
Say it.
mine, oh mine. I'm gonna delete the Pimax portal. It's a bit rough, but
Magnets. So that's all you got, though. I mean, that's all we really got with the portal at the end of the day.
it was
The
so
short-
close.
The
It could've been so
shortcomings.
good.
The shortcomings.
There's too many of them.
Yeah.
It should have been great, but it didn't.
It really should have been.
It
And a
didn't
lot
land
of people were saying that.
Yep,
You can't even configure the DNS on it.
that is sad.
You can't configure anything. If you put it in performance mode, it actually makes it worse. But it's really, again, the battery life, dude, on that is not, it's not up to snuff at the end of the day. And it's a bummer because I
We
still
were
want to love
really
it.
excited for it.
I still want to
Right?
love it.
Right?
Like,
It's
no,
that
we were
device you
really
pick up
excited for it.
and you're like,
There's so
I
many
know
things
I
actually
can
like
find a
about
way to
it.
love it. Like
And
you're
there's still
trying
things-
hard.
It's
so
charming. There's things that I
when-
like about it. It's just I can't use it as my day-to-day handheld.
We did a live stream
agreed.
with
Definitely
them, and we were really excited for it. And there was a lot of
We-
cool things coming
Dude,
for
we
it.
we
but-
love the Pimax team. I
Yeah.
like those guys.
Yeah.
And I
Really
hope
cool
they knock it out of
guys.
the park on the next one.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of passion in it. It's just there's a lot of swings and misses with this one right now.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes
Yes.
it, especially so if we didn't have the option of like the Pocket Air and all of those coming, it would make it a little bit easier to say, you know what, this isn't too bad. But when you see all those other options for the price they're coming in at, it's just hard.
Well, and that brings us to our next topic, which is the most disappointing handle of the year for us collectively. And I'm going to say it's the Portal for me, too. Do you
There's
guys
been a lot of blunders this year.
Yeah.
twice? Not only once, but they did it twice with the Portal Retro, the version that doesn't have detachable magnets. Even it's
Like, why? Why does that even exist?
I
And it's so expensive too.
I mean,
Pains
would-
me. I want to
X28
love
for
that
me.
device.
really,
I'm gonna go X28.
I would say, I mean, I would say Portal. I mean, it's the razor edge of the Portal, which is it sucks because
Razor edge.
that's
Actually,
the
yeah,
reason-
the
Razor Edge
Probably
is
would.
definitely up there. Yeah.
yeah. Still to this day, not having only having FAT32 on a micro SD card and having stuttering off your micro SD card games, not acceptable.
I'm gonna have to go with the powkiddy device.
Yep.
The RGB10 Max 3.
See, I like it. Carlick has a Pickle OS. I'm swayed, but I don't use it that much.
I was
So.
really excited for that one. I think I think it needs a little more time in the oven.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna really be seeing the potential of that one just because devs, not too many devs are latching onto it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No.
I wanted to. I'd even play dev if we can get a dev to sort of maintain that OS, but yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few blunders this year.
Yeah.
I mean, the Razor Edge for sure is up there. Pimax is definitely
Yeah.
disappointing.
Kelvin,
See,
for
I don't
you,
have as big of a problem with the Portal. It's just because I using it. It was a good experience. It's just my biggest thing is the price for what you're getting currently on the market. That's the hard part for me.
Yeah,
I don't
I like
really.
it. It does a lot of really cool things.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential there. It's just that the software needs to be fixed. It really does, and the price is just a little too high. So that's kind of my problem with it.
Yeah. The price I
Deal with
think is
it.
what hurt them the most.
I do like it. It's just the price that really takes it down for me a lot. Because if you can back in Odin 2, you can get a Pocket Air. You can get a lot of other
Mhm.
handhelds that are going to perform pretty similarly to it, if not better, and they're going to be less expensive. That's kind of the problem with it.
And
For me,
I'm
it's the X28 though.
still waiting
the
for the
X28 was
VR.
disappointed me the most.
Hey,
That's
Kyle.
surprising. That's surprising.
Yeah, like the X28 was being worked on for the longest time, and then when it came out, it just didn't do that great. And I don't know if you remember Stubbs, like I was really excited for it too.
We got Kelvin, man. You might need to become the new ambassador for Piccolo OS. This is like the 10th or 11th time I've seen this in the chat tonight, and it warms my heart. It warms my cockles to hear of this. I was gonna let go of my Max 3 to Aish right below me here, but now I don't know. I might keep it. Sorry, Aish.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot to say that you can set custom launchers on the Portal now.
Yeah, and
Really?
Portal
You
is
like that G show.
Portal is we got to give credit where credit's due. Portal is a powerhouse of performance. It is a powerhouse if you set it right.
And
It's
for
just
better or
not
for
mis-
worse, they are responsive. I mean, they really are trying something.
They
anyway.
are
They wanted to
trying.
succeed.
They're trying.
so hard. Like,
And we're still hoping for them. So I don't want to.
bad
Yeah.
in some ways. 'Cause, like,
I
they
hate
really
ragging
are
on these
trying.
brands. I always do, but it's like I'm picky though, you know. And
Yeah.
I want. There was so much choice now. I want a device.
That's
to work.
exactly it. We just
how I
have
want
so
it to
many
work.
choices that if there's something wrong with yours, it's just not going to do good anymore. Just
You know,
because
I mean,
we have
yeah.
all these options.
What a time to be in the hobby though. Like, talk about being spoiled by choice.
We are
Like,
spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable amount of options. And talk about for
not a-
Linux, for Windows, Android, whatever you like, it's
Mhm.
out there. The price point, it doesn't matter. It's just unbelievable how much is
Do you
out
remember
there.
when the choices was RP2 and 351 P?
Yeah.
That was it for your choices. Like, pick
And
which
those
one you
were-
want to go with.
hey, and those weren't bad choices
No,
even
it wasn't.
today.
Really, really
Especially
not.
that 351p. That thing's aged pretty nicely.
Yep.
Which leads us to our next topic. We're almost done here, everybody. But what's the most hopeful device on the horizon? Something not released yet. What are you the most hopeful for? And for me, I mean, Odin 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's kind of
right.
hard to look past that one.
The Odin 2 is going to be unbelievable. Just
Odin 2.
having the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 in a handheld is like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
So this is something that isn't released yet, right? Like,
Yeah.
Even if it's not announced yet, for me, it's
Yeah.
Steam Deck 2.
Oh,
I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna say something else.
No, for me, it's gonna be the Steam Deck 2.
Wait.
Whatever
How
Valve
about the
does
Switch
next.
2? How about the Switch 2?
That's another one. The Switch 2. Both of those. That's
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking theoretical
Yeah.
because I don't know for sure that
Oh,
Steam
know
Deck
it's happening.
2 is happening.
Switch 2 is definitely
Oh, it's
happening.
happening.
Yeah,
It's
it's happening. And
It's
if it has
happening.
everything that is, being said out there, like DLSS and just what that machine is supposed to bring out, it's going to be
Yeah.
so fantastic. I'm
Well,
excited to
that's-
see
that's
NVIDIA
gonna
in a
be-
handheld again.
the fact that they're calling it Steam Deck OS now kind of tells me that this is going to be a thing. Like, they're going to be running with this for a little while. Like, they already said don't expect a higher end Steam Deck for a couple of
Yeah.
years, but one's coming. With as successful as it's been, it's already over 1 million sales. And
I hope
Valve
that-
has never really been successful with hardware. Like,
I was
Right.
going to say,
Definitely,
yeah, this is
take
probably their
credit.
This
most
is their first
successful
time.
piece of
Yeah.
hardware. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Steam
I
Deck 2 is a
mean-
no-brainer. For
Yeah,
sure.
it
Index.
has to happen.
The Valve Index VR set was pretty good, but it's nowhere near as
Yeah.
popular as the Steam Deck.
Well,
Yeah.
about that,
Yeah.
they could potentially do something with the Steam Deck 2 and have a modular headset.
Well, they're coming out with that
I
new
hope-
system. Like,
I-
they just filed a patent. No, it wasn't a patent. What was it?
Or
A
a
certification for something new.
It is tough.
There
to
is
do
new
hybrid.
hardware coming from Valve.
Yeah.
We just don't know what it is yet.
Okay. All right. All right.
They're
I'm
working on
excited
something,
about
yeah.
that too. I'm going to stay more in the realm of what I know at this point, and I'm still betting my money on having an awesome time next year with
Yeah.
my Odin 2.
If it's
So-
what we know, I'm saying Switch 2.
Yeah. Switch 2 is for sure
Switch 2 is
happening.
gonna be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Especially
count
'cause of all the
Switch
new
2.
tech we have now.
I'm so excited for it. I'm going to count it out because, it's still speculations. We know it's happening, but it's still speculation technically. I'm going to go Lenovo Legion Go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited when I see
Magnets. Big
like, well,
magnets.
for starters,
Big
right?
magnets. We're going to be on this show just thonking big magnets together.
I'm going to
How
play
about
Donkey
that-
Konga with those
The
magnets.
vertical mouse.
Oh, you can
Yes,
feel the
thank
port.
you.
You can feel
I
the
really want
force.
to try that feature out. That looks really pretty
Yeah.
cool.
See,
yeah.
You were saying the Steam Deck with the trackpads for sure. That
Yeah.
mouse thingy, is never going to be used. However,
No.
I like that
I like
they're innovating.
It's
Yeah.
there. Man, I'm excited with the magnets. As Neil deGrasse Tyson and Violent J say, magnets are a miracle. They are a
They are.
miracle. Nobody knows how they work. And the fact that Lenovo has invested this much money to put magnets at Best Buy, big magnets, $1,000. Wow.
Well, the big move there with Lenovo is same price as the Ally. I'm like, I know it doesn't have VRR on the display, but I mean, man, they're coming to play, which I like.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
seeing that.
Oh yeah.
That's a big deal having Lenovo in this space now. I mean, can you imagine we have a Lenovo handheld? Like, what?
Isn't there a rumor that Dell's about to get in there too?
They had
Well,
that Alienware concept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They had.
So-
Oh wait, there's an Alienware coming out soon. Is that what you said?
No, it's
No,
they had
no,
a
there's
con-
nothing's
they had
been
a concept.
confirmed. Like there's
Okay.
been like rumors, people saying like something's being worked on.
Well, at
That'd
some
be
point
great.
they did present something like many years ago that had and it was kind of angled. They had detachable
It looked like
controllers.
the One X player.
Exactly, and then it got canceled. But if they're coming out with something new, I'm so there for it.
Which is so funny. If if Dell actually released that, they would have been one of the first to the market with that concept. Like that's what's so funny about it. Oh man, yeah.
Handheld PCs though, the Valve's gonna be top dog for a while, unless somebody can come in and have a lower price point or offer more than what Valve can do. It's gonna be them.
You know, I like options, and I like that they're priced differently, and they're still selling. So there's
Ally
two ways
did
that you
well,
can look at
apparently.
this,
Yeah,
right?
the Ally did well.
Either Valve is going to be like, we can up our prices, or option number two, they're going to be like, we still want to be the king because we don't want to battle it out with these guys, so we're still going to be undercutting everyone.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do.
Which I think that's what they're gonna keep doing.
I hope.
They make so much money from selling the games anyway that they'll make that up no problem. I don't think they're really gonna set that higher price point because they already kind of set the price for even like the ROG Ally and the Legion Go. They're competing with the high end Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Like we all kind of think about that 64 gig model, which nobody really uses 64 gigs on the deck anyway. But if you look at the price of like the 512, it's pretty much in that ballpark with the Ally and with the Legion Go. They're
Yeah, and
kind
that's
of
what I thought
resetting
with
all
the
of that.
Ally. Like I thought they were very competitive with that high-end Steam Deck price. You know, I think that what you were getting with the Ally was pretty competitive. You know, it was a nice piece of hardware outside of the micro SD issue. But I mean, beyond that, it was really pretty slick.
There was going to be issues with the
Of
first
course,
run.
there's always something. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah,
That's
Lenovo's pretty exciting for me. I'm pretty excited for that.
I'm
too.
excited for that too.
Yeah.
I really am.
Switch 2.
Lastly, Switch. Okay.
Hey, you know,
2 is gonna
Switch
be
2,
good.
man.
I hope it's
gonna
ergonomic.
be
I hope
so
the battery
good.
life is good. That's all
It's
I care
Nintendo.
about.
They're
I
gonna-
also love to see
OLED's
what Nintendo comes up with next.
battery.
It's like, what
It's not
crazy
going to be
thing are you
OLED.
gonna do?
It's
Give
not
us a
gonna be OLED.
future-proof processor. All right.
It's not going to be OLED.
DLSS
and I think it's-
3.5.
Give us
Yeah,
frame
magnets.
gen.
That's the thing, though, with the DLSS, they're basically going to future-proof games for a while because that.
I
tech
want
will-
frame gen. If they put frame gen on a
What
Nintendo
are-
console,
Well, here, here's a question for you guys. What handhelds do you? I'm talking about future handhelds that aren't released as well. What handhelds would you keep long term? Going off of door keep delete. You know, what maybe 3 handhelds right now even are you for sure keeping long term? You're not going to sell them, assuming they don't break. You're going to really keep them till end of life. And for me, I'll start it off. Steam Deck, not getting rid of it, keeping it. RP2S for sure keeping it, and my first 35XX from Aish, the one that's perfectly messed up in all of its little flaws, upside down embernic logo and everything.
Oh yeah,
Those 3 are like my keep.
That's great.
Those are my keep forever handhelds. What about you guys?
I have
Great
2
picks.
that I know that
Okay.
that I'm not getting rid of, and one's my Steam Deck, and the other one's my Switch. That third
Okay.
spot rotates all the time. Like I still haven't found that third small form factor perfect handheld. That's
The
just gonna
2S
be for like.
Really close.
It's
for me
pretty
on that.
close. Like
It's
if
close.
this had a 3x2 screen, that'd be it. I'm done. I don't need. I don't need.
I
another
kinda
one.
wish-
Pocket Air
wish
might
they
be it
could
for me though.
squeeze just that 4-inch screen, you know, from
Yeah.
something like
at least a 4-inch
5B.
screen.
Yeah,
Like
4-inch
the-
screen would have been nice to have, just a little bit something bigger, you know. But it's really close. I like the 2S a lot.
Like a 4 or 5p with stack buttons. That's it. That would be my go-to third handheld that I'm going to be good with because it's going to be versatile for all those older
Maybe like,
systems. Because
here you go, Anbernic. Just
yeah,
copy
just do that.
this-
Just where
copy
is
this
I don't know.
design.
Mine's
That's it. That's
somewhere
all you
around
guys
here
gotta
with the same
do.
thing. Yeah, that's all they got to do.
Someone
But it's
figured it
so
out for
close.
them.
It's just not there
Yeah.
though. But the Switch, every time I'm like, I'm not gonna play that thing, I grab it again, and I can emulate those games on the deck. But just playing them on the Switch it's just better. It's quieter. My battery
Mhm.
lasts longer. It's lighter. I like playing on it. The screen looks really good. The deck does anything else I needed to do. So
True.
I'm kind of set on that side. But that third spot, it's like every other month, it's a different one.
Because we can't pick one hand. Like none of us can
No.
say I am only going to keep one.
I can't.
And
Yeah.
I remember I used to tell my wife like, hey, I'm gonna find the one handheld, and she's like, no, you're
No.
not. You're always gonna have your top 10 handhelds. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get
Yep.
it to 3. I will eventually only have 3 handhelds.
The
No.
RP3 was so close to
no.
being that one third spot, but there's a couple misses there that just kept it from not like RP3 with analog triggers, like the start and select in the right spots. And
None of you have said
some
the
hotkeys,
RG Nano.
that's it.
None of you have said the RG Nano.
no, no, just no.
ATR one.
I did a 20-minute video on the Nano, and I'm gonna say no.
I like the I like that color. See, I like the colorways. I
color's
like the
gorgeous.
look of the KTR one so
colors-
I need-
much.
I
Screen
to
is
get my
amazing.
hands on
The
one.
screen is fantastic.
I need to
Yeah,
get
I
my
gotta-
hands on one. 'cause
Why can't
I
the
still
face buttons be
feel-
good?
I still feel like that could be it, but I need to get my hands on one.
I'm gonna send you mine, Age. You know it's going to you. You know you're gonna be touching it soon.
I know.
Can you fix
I
it?
know.
Well, you have it. You'll make it
very
better.
likely. I already know what to do with it because it's the same problem that the original RP2
Right.
had.
I almost sent it to you by surprise yesterday because I thought that'd be a fun little treat for you. But then I was like, I gotta compare it to the purple unit when it comes
Yeah.
in.
No, the fixes are actually pretty easy. Like for the buttons and the D-pad, the problem is they made them too small. The same thing this had, it's too small, so you don't have enough room
Yeah.
for things to move around. When you
Yeah,
paint
that's
buttons
exactly
and you
the
have a
problem.
shell made for like regular plastic buttons, you put paint on them, you have to account for that. It looks like that wasn't accounted for. Same thing with
Yeah.
the D-pad.
Yeah.
The D-pad might fit, but if you don't give enough room for it to move around, you're gonna have a problem with it because it can't pivot
Mhm.
right. So all you really have to do, that's what I did with the G Cloud D-pad. Just make the opening a little bit bigger,
That's
and the D-pad's
exactly
gonna
what
be able to
the
move
issue
around.
is, yeah.
With
Yeah.
this one, just file it down a little bit around the buttons, and they're gonna be just fine.
I just
And
feel like I
that
can't.
Should cover that.
Well, I feel like I can't. It sucks because I don't want to go my whole life without having a handheld that does have the magnet feature. So I think maybe Switch 2, maybe Legion Go is going to be where I land. I don't know.
I don't
We'll
think
see.
Nintendo's doing magnets.
Do you want to see what Violent J and
a
Neil
hazard
deGrasse
they're
Tyson
not
have
gonna
have to say about this? Okay, I thought you might. So here's what they have to say. Can we run this? We're actually going to turn off the music. This is a serious moment here. Also, they talk about aliens. So just get ready for the alien talk. But just listen to this little snippet.
It's done with magnets. You know, if there are aliens,
You mean he told you he did it with magnets?
No, I'm assuming.
This is about the alien
you want-
thing in
what-
Mexico.
Hold on.
You just said it's done with magnets. I mean, that
Somehow
was
it's
very
done with magnets.
declarative of
Somehow.
you.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
and if there are aliens here, right? The things I've read and seen means it has to be true. Is you can bend fucking gravity, you know, somehow, and then create some sort of wormhole or something, and you know, you get a black hole. Isn't that the only thing that can fuck with time in any way?
No.
Is bending-
Time is interfering with us right now. Do you realize our clocks are
He
ticking
doesn't-
more slowly than the clocks that are on GPS satellites because they are farther away from Earth's center of gravity than we are. The closer you are to a source of gravity,
That's
the
wild.
slower your time ticks. And they
Yep.
portrayed that in the movie Interstellar when the guys went down
What?
to the planet around
Yep.
the black hole. They were down there for 15 minutes. They came back up to the spaceship. The guy had been there for 20 years. Time is always being touched
Look on his face.
by your
He just let his mind
Wait,
blow.
are we
strength
sure
of the
that's not
gravitational field
Stubbs?
you're in.
So then why wouldn't they just rearrange it so we can get the fuck off this gravity plane and live to be 500? You know,
Oh, so what you want
That's-
to do is go to a higher,
that's
no, you don't live. You still live
This
what
is
you think
such a
is your
good.
normal life.
This is such a good
Relative
interview.
to other people, they
that's
think
what
you're
I'm
living
saying.
more
It
slowly.
probably don't make any difference.
This
No,
is
no,
like
you don't-
talking
you
to
don't feel
every
this at all.
single
You'll see
insane
the
clan
future that
posse
you wouldn't
person,
otherwise
like
see
fan ever.
elsewhere, but in your world, everything's going normal. You don't even know it.
Right. You
That's
can't.
that's why it's called relativity.
And that's why I believe in God or creator. Okay.
What, because a guy's floating in a basket?
That's very.
I would
that's
hope
damn
if you believe in
near.
a creator, it's for deeper reasons than that.
I'm telling you right now, I wish we could find that fucking footage, man, because this guy.
You got the basket guy? Come on, bro.
Man, it's about magnets.
We could learn a thing or two from this show, guys.
Did he tell you
He
he's
found a
using
way to
magnets?
fly with no propulsion. See what I'm saying? No blades, no propellers.
So here's what happens. You know, with magnets, the farther away you are from the other magnet side of that equation, the weaker is the field. So you can't just keep going out into space, repelling whatever it might be.
He's only 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
He's zipping around, you know. But check it out. It's old.
Island
footage
Jay
from the
knows
70s.
what's up, though.
But check it out.
So why isn't there new footage that shows it even better? Why isn't this developed by him?
Because the government came and
Oh,
snuffed them or something.
government!
Now hold on.
Oh, so
Listen.
the highly competent U.S. government is stealing everybody's new ideas.
But I want to make my point
The
about
Men
why.
in Black showed up. So anyone who's worked for the government has
Men in
no
Black
equal confidence that other people have that the government can hold a secret. Look at how much we knew about President Clinton's genitalia. Okay, if there was a state secret, it would have been
Sorry,
that.
cancel
But
us,
there it
YouTube.
is on TV.
It wouldn't have been that.
We're demonetized at this point. It's fine.
It means nothing. I'm saying it doesn't-
We're at the end of the show.
value
Anything
to the
goes.
So two
government.
things have to be true. The aliens
We're
or
almost
whatever
done. We're almost
secrets
done here. We're almost done.
Only are brought to the government and no one else in the U.S. government and no one else in the world, and the government has to successfully keep it a secret. You know, as an example, if they're stockpiling aliens in
Mexico.
New Mexico.
What?
Yeah, no,
Oh, those guys.
Area 51. Area 51. You know, the janitor would get a picture of it.
It's the Retro Handhelds podcast.
The janitor would lose his job the next day, but it'd be the most famous, richest janitor there ever was.
I don't know. Bob Lazar's still getting headaches, bro.
Joe the janitor up in there. You know what I'm saying? My mom's been a janitor her whole life. They're just gonna let my mom get up in there and start janitoring.
Just sneak
You know
in.
what I'm saying? Around the aliens, dusting them off. and
Sneak
shit.
it in. They would never say something.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what to add to it.
Well, no, but you have questions about the. We all have questions about the.
But what,
Who's this
I'm
lady?
not
talking to now?
You know who this is, right, babe?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. Listen, I want to make my point about why I said I believe in a holy creator. All right.
Okay.
It's because no matter what we can do scientifically.
Anyways,
His face.
neither here nor there, but magnets. He's
It's
always about the
perfection.
magnets. Like magnets, like you can see the wonder, the childlike wonder on his face when Neil is breaking down any topic, and I love that, and that's the kind of wonder that I want to, always bring to the handheld scenes. Do I want to be the Violent J of handhelds? I'm not saying that. What are we going to call our fans?
I don't know.
We're the owl.
Keep imagining you with the face paint on for
I
the next
do
live
too.
stream.
I'm just
And you
seeing
just
him.
like bleached your hair. I'm like, wait, same person maybe?
I mean, he's 50, but I mean, I got a couple of years to go.
This is just I'm getting like high school flashbacks just talking
for
to like
for
ICP
sure.
like fans. I'm so
all
mad
the,
he
all
was
the
on the
wrestling
show.
vibes too, and all that. Like,
Oh
man.
no, just how does Neil deGrasse Tyson keep a straight face?
I've never listened to ICP's music before, except for the Magnet song, so I don't know much about them. I just the last few
neither.
weeks I'm just seeing the guy everywhere.
What do they call themselves? Juggalettes or what?
Yeah,
They have a name.
The Juggalos. Yeah, the
Juggalos. There
I
you
hear.
go. I've never heard an ICP song, but every ICP fan I've met it just hasn't been a good experience.
Yeah,
Maybe the good ones
yeah.
are out there. I don't know. Maybe the good ones are the less vocal ones. I'm not trying to say I hate all ICP fans.
True
I'm
with
just saying,
magnets.
hasn't been a
No,
good
it's
experience.
just- I feel like there's like not that many people who are advocates for magnets these days, and I feel like I'm definitely on that train, and Violent J is on that train, and all of us are on the train.
We got
There you
magnets.
go.
We need the magnet believers.
We have magnet deniers.
You know what? We could do like the Mighty Power Rangers and just kind of go like,
Oh, that's great.
and then we
It's a digi. See, I was thinking Digivice, but that works.
That works too.
That's great. Oh, that's good.
Wait a minute.
Shit, that's amazing.
There you go.
By the way, I'm just gonna say Digimon Season 3 is the best Digimon season.
I used to love Digimon back in the day.
Dude,
I did
Season
too.
3 was the best season.
Did you guys have like the Tamagotchi like things too, where you connect?
Dude, I got one with Gilmon, and it came with a CD.
Oh
and
no!
I didn't know.
I recognize that package.
Temu sent me
no.
magnets.
Oh god.
Yeah. Cable.
There you go.
V90, probably not real red. I'm gonna do a video on this because I'm obligated to contractually with Temu, but I hate them. I just want to put that out before I make the video. But they did send me magnets. Where are my magnets? Is this? Just send me a little magnet. That's a little Ace. It says Ace on it. Oh.
China does know how to make plastic.
Wait, what?
Wait, that's like Aces?
It's a little Ace card. And it goes with my Gameforce Ace. I'm gonna put it on there as a mod. Oh wait,
could have used it as a heat sink.
It shorts the Ace.
Oh.
I felt that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. This is not as strong as a Pimax Portal magnet, by the way. This is definitely not.
No, that's because it came from Temu.
It's because
Yeah,
the Pimax Portal magnets have the strength of a toddler.
Oh. Yeah. Don't order anything from. Don't ever install the Temu app on your phone, everybody. Do not ever install that app. I don't care how much Zoo tells you to do it. Don't do it.
There's a reason they're trying to give you free things. Don't do it.
But I am going to review this. I've never reviewed the V90 before officially.
Onion Ranch OS.
The only reason I'm reviewing it is because I want to know if Temu, of all places, sells the actual red V90, because then everything's forgiven. We'll see. I don't remember what's in here. I've been putting off doing this video for them for like 2 months, and they're very angry with me. They actually sent me now to the next level of like angry customer service marketing person, because the first lady wasn't giving results from me, and they're like, now I have this really serious lady who's like, you better make that video for us or we'll kill you. You know, we'll just hunt you down. We'll just fucking kill you. And I'm like, oh my god.
Did any of you guys ever watch The Last Airbender, the show?
Yeah.
Do you remember the part where they go to Bossing Say and they're like brainwashed? Rob?
No.
Man. There's like a part
My daughter
where like
would,
all
though. She
there's a
binged the whole
part
series.
where
She loves
like the
that
whole
stuff.
city's like brainwashed and they all act like zombies. That's how I feel when I read her emails.
Stubbs left.
Yeah, he's gone. I probably made him mad.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
He's back.
Did they get you? Are they trying to cut your stream?
Yeah, they said they're on their way. They're sending their guy. Everybody, it's been nice
Can we at least
knowing
know
you.
not red?
The Temu Mafia.
Well, you're gonna have to wait for my video to find out. Look, it's
man,
shrink
you might
wrapped,
have to
man.
lie
It's
for
shrink
it.
wrapped. No, I can't give it away now.
No.
We've lost half of our live stream audience.
It's
because
okay if it makes you feel
of
better. They
Nintendo
sent me
Direct and
the wrong
Violent
product
J.
to review. I asked for something specific and they sent me something completely different.
Let's
so.
see what's in here. I don't remember what I got from them. Oh, this. Oh. It's a Miu Mini Plus. Hooray.
Ooh.
SD cards made by Lenovo.
Nice.
USB-C cable. But mainly the magnets is what I wanted, because I never find a good magnet supplier. These aren't going to cut it, though. This is honestly probably 2 out of 10. Pimax Portal is 9 out of 10. I hope Legion Go is that 10 out of 10 magnetic force.
Has to be.
Now I have bullshit all over
It
me.
has to be. Have you seen how chunky that thing is?
Yeah, we'll see.
And we don't want too flimsy. Please.
Yeah.
Strong magnets.
Well, everybody, I feel like we've done enough damage for the night.
Yep.
Stefan, it's been a pleasure having you on. You should come back on the show, man. Let's come.
Awesome.
Let's hang out. We want to
Thank
see
you.
the launch of your new videos. Everyone, go out, check out GameTechTalk. So at GameTechTalk, the link will be in our description, and subscribe. Boost those numbers up. We want to get those numbers up, and you'll be seeing this man back on our program very shortly. I feel like. So,
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I super enjoyed this evening. You guys are awesome. It's great. Through and through. Great.
My heart is full tonight of something. Might be the heartburn, but
His Stubbs got hard.
There will be. Oh god, there will be zero. Now from now on, there will be 0 Tom Brady days or 0 days. No 0 days.
And
Thanks,
what was the other one?
Razor,
What was it?
Dennis.
Denis?
Yeah,
That I
there'll
have to
be-
ask someone.
Get that Denis.
They're
Yeah,
Denis.
everyone. Word of the day, of course, is Denis.
Denis.
Denis. Yes, that's right. And if you like this show, subscribe to us if you are new out there watching. Probably the last people remaining right now are the ones who already watch. And so if you have a second YouTube account or your grandmother has an account, hack it. Don't install Temu on her phone, but definitely go on and do subscribe to Retro Handhelds, or RH for short, for the next 9 days. Sorry about that. And we will bring you more entertainment, fun coverage of handhelds, new ways to enjoy your products, and so good. Thank you to our patrons and our subs. We couldn't do any of the crazy things that we do without you. You really do make the world go round in our world and in our hearts. So this has been Stubbs with Retro Handhelds. Oh, I'm covering up some of the people's names here with our silly banner. We need everyone to be. I'm going to run that again. You know, we really need to recognize.
Roof Pooper didn't get to be on screen.
We need
There
Roof
we go.
Pooper to be on
There
the
we
screen.
go. Much better.
A Roof Pooper. I'm going to read these names off one by one of these days, like I did in the early days of the podcast, but that'll take an entire episode. Mainly, I want to call out
It's huge now.
everyone with a funny name. I really appreciate that. Worst platform. Oh, worst platform is didn't age well. Roof Pooper. I love that name though. That really is.
I'm so
proud
that he's like right
I got
next
some
to my name.
great handhelds from him. He did a bunch of dye jobs for me, and I have a yellow Miu Mini. I have like a green one. It's really cool. I'm gonna implement some magnets in them. Maybe we'll see.
From
Yeah,
ZPG.
the Lao Zhang's ZPG. You know what? That looks kind of like that Gameforce Ace a little bit. The white SKU.
I actually like this thing. It's kind of cool.
It is kind of neat. Android's
Looks
5
like the
on there.
AyaNeo Pocket S. What's it called?
It's sleek.
Actually
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
And also, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTuber annoying things that we ask to do, but it really does help the channel and it helps us. And then we'll do this more next time. But till next time, guys, any rantings, any final? So say goodbye now. It's been Stubbs Retro Handhelds. Take care of your handhelds and take care of each other.
Magnet
and,
time.
Magnets. We love magnets.
That's all I'm doing.
They can